Can I request all to stand up for our Vande Mataram, please? Good evening, Jai Jinendra. I'm Bhavesh Kishore Chheda, Gam Don, DDKF Joint Secretary. I welcome you all at the 8th Lakhamshi Nappoo Merit Awards, which is conducted by Dhanji Devshi Kevyo Kelavani Fund. Welcome to the Lakhamshi Nappoo Smarak Sadharan Fund family members as well. And thank you for allowing DDKF and in turn letting me being its convener for the 8th year and conduct it for our KVO students. This event is being broadcasted live on YouTube channel of DDKF. So if the young participants who have been very tech savvy can message their family, friends if they are unable to join us here. Before I proceed with the formal proceedings of this event, मैं चाहता हूँ कि I make this, and I have started to do this each year, and I thank my father who introduced me to Dhanji Devshi Kevyo Kelavani Fund 8 years ago. There are a lot of blessings that come in various ways and various means. This was a special one which changed the way I would want to execute whatever I wanted to give back to the society. Papa, you are here. Thank you. I want to thank my mom as well, because it was her push who actually made me tech savvy. I'm not an IIT engineer, but I try and use technology to its best use and make it available to those who want to make better use of it. So thank you, Mom. It will be incomplete if I don't take my wife's name, because she has been that pillar of support who has understood what I have chosen, other than the work I do, chosen to do what I'm able to do. And I thank our whole team at Dhanji Devshi KVO Kelevdi Fund for giving me this opportunity repeatedly again. He were 177 applications came in, out of which 154 was actually in the process, because many students did not apply in the format or did not submit their applications at all in spite of being qualified. So we started off at 154. And then as the process went on, we made use of the technology and putting it to record that the 8th Lakhamshi Nappoo Merit Award was also conducted totally on a digital platform. There was no physical event, hardly any use of paper that I can remember of. I got used to making my notes on phones and computer along with the volunteers who have helped me achieve that. A lot of information, meetings, आखी process WebEx जे platform ते असी use कई है. अने हेन चीज़ में असांजा कमिटी मेंबर इन चिराग केनिया असांखे बहुवच ट्रेन कया अने वी थैंक हिम अ लॉट फॉर दिस चिराग. ज्यूरी मेंबर्स के साथ हम जो कॉन्स्टेंटली एक प्रोसेस होने के बाद वी कंडक्ट द रिमेनिंग major part of the process along with a jury that is appointed from various fields of industries, professionals. और उसमें कहीं ना कहीं हमारे से DDKF की तरफ से, मेरी तरफ से शायद कुछ गलतियां हुई हैं, और जिसके लिए ये कहना ज़रूरी है कि though the children are pretty tech savvy, though the children are probably much more aware of how to use the technology medium, शायद हमारे से कुछ information पूरी तरह से pass on नहीं हुई थी. तो on that note, and yet I had mentioned to the jury कि yes, हमने उनको एक GD का YouTube link भेजा था, लेकिन वो हमने नहीं भेजा था. But this message is also for our parents to understand कि ही लखमसी नप्पू मेरिट अवार्ड्स जो को कम आए, हिनमें जो को परिस्थितियों आई एज इंडिविजुअल्स वी गो थ्रू, जो को पेंडेमिक पांके के पंहिंजी व्यक्तिगत लाइफ में मड़े गच मड़े चेंजेस अचींदा वे, पण ही मड़े हुए छता अगर कोई व्यक्ति विच इज द पार्टिसिपेंट ऑफ द मेरिट अवार्ड्स इज एबल टू एग्जिबिट लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज, અને લીડરશિપ जी क्वालिटी फक्त स्कूल जे सर्टिफिकेट जे मार्क्स थी नथी अचे से असी असांजे प्रोसेस में जूरी साथे गाल करीने असांखे भी सकेला मले तो कि इट इज़ नॉट द ओनली वे टू अचीव लीडरशिप पोजिशंस एज दे ग्रो ओल्डर इन देयर लाइफ. दैट इज़ वाई मेरिट अवार्ड्स में सॉफ्ट स्किल डेवलपमेंट, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, जनरल नॉलेज, the ability to understand other person's opinion, the ability to communicate your thought process, which allows the other person के आन साथे जोड़ा जे. Difference of opinion तो constantly चालू ज पई वे, अने ही एनी जे GD में खबर पे. So at times, even in my communication with many students, if there has been any kind of in any way if I would have hurt somebody's feelings, I seek apology for that as well. And there were certain consequential decisions this year in the 8th Lakhamshi Merit Awards process, where we had to take certain actions because the participants' progress was not in the spirit of the merit awards. जिन objectives थी ही असी करेला मंगूता અને સક્સેસફુલી 2014 થી આજ દિવસ સુધી એને આડા ન્યુમરસ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ મળ્યા અહીં અસાંકે જોકો હુ લીડરશિપ ક્વોલિટીઝ એની जी वडा थिए था दे आर एबल टू एग्जिबिट दैट इन द रियल वर्ल्ड हेड़ा आकड़ा व्यक्ति इतने भी प्रेजेंट ही आज क्या आऊँ अच्छे सका हूँ ऑफकोर्स अच्छे सको इट इज़ योर होम इन दैट वे इट इज़ यू आर द alumni. But in that process, there were certain actions taken by the students, use of technology, which did not permit them to move further in the process or in the final list. This brought an interesting topic at our end that we constantly talk about and we dig deeper into it. પણ એડો ક્યારેક એડી સિચ્યુએશન અચેવે ને કે હું પણ ચર્ચા કરે ને ચર્ચા जी ચર્ચા ન થઈએ वो ચર્ચા ઉપર સરફેસ તે અચેજ વારી है and these ચર્ચા are around integrity, ethics and gratitude. ही गाल जो को घालियों ही करनी जरूरी है कारण के बहुत साधारण तरीके पा उनके जाने ने भी पा उनके अंडर द कार्पेट वजे लायूं था पण हेन चीज जो अगर सरलता थी सामनो करी दे अचे तो ना तो इनजी सक्सेसेस एंड इनजा जो को ब्लेसिंग्स मिले था ना दे आर मल्टीफोल्ड देन बिकॉज यू कम क्लीन ऑन एनी सच टॉपिक ऑफ दैट रेजेस क्वेश्चन ऑफ इंटेग्रिटी अने ही तो असांके लखमसी नप्पू स्मारक फंड जा डोनेटेड फंड्स हैं ही डोनेटेड फंड्स से हम बच्चों का मेरिटोरियस एकेडमिक पाथ का इवैल्यूएशन तो एक शब्द है बट वी आर ऑल्सो डूइंग द रेस्ट ऑफ द एक्टिविटी थ्रू आउट द ईयर टू इम्प्रोवाइज ऑन दो स्किल्स वेयर देयर इज स्कोप ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. दैट इज आवर ऑलमोस्ट 9 to 10 months of activity that we conduct. लखमसी मेरिट अवार्ड्स की महिमा हमको ये साल सबसे ज़्यादा मालूम पड़ी है. बहुत कारण है and how we've used technology in that process and how the previous committees 110 साल हो गए सर ये संस्था को लेकिन just the other day एक सिंपल सो दाखलो है जिनती I to derive a lot of inspiration and I'm able to understand कि कोई भी संस्था अक्रोसो डॉवरे की हले सके. What is the driving force behind it? थोड़ा कैमरा को आप जरा जूम इन कीजिएगा प्लीज शायद वहां से भी I will yes for which I will have to mic check yeah सर ही असांजी घाली में जाती ही हेड़ा की साधन मिलिया. आई थिंक दिस इज मोर देन 50 years old just for your knowledge here sir and like to just show it around. जो को कमिटी तैयार व्यू हु टाइम ते जो को भी टेक्नोलॉजी जिनती प्रोडक्टिविटी वधे का हुज कम रिपीटेडली पेन घसे ने पेपर भरे जा न वे उनके पास ओछो क्यों कयूं. So this is that stencil scope. I didn't even know what this word means. सोयो वे कदाच केतेक तो ही असांजे खजाने DDKF जे खजाने में जाती मल्यो. ही टेक्नोलॉजी जो वपरास अगर 10 टाइम ते थियो वे एंड इफ वी आर एबल टू मेक प्रोडक्टिविटी बेटर तो अजी तारीख में असी वेबएक्स तो जो को खूब 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 मजा गने रहे आयूं विथ न्यूमरस मीटिंग्स So I can only say it has come naturally for us to conduct the events by maximum use of technology. ही इंटेग्रिटी थी जो को कम चाहिए था ना कारण के प्रोडक्टिविटी વધારની વી તો હું જ કમ અસી અજ હું આમ તો 8 વર્ષથી જોડાયેલો અહીંયા they are all there for more than 20 odd years maybe 30 odd years 40 odd years તે ही સંસ્થાઓ across the door વરે હેર રીતે એગ્યા વધે શકે થયું is this I wanted to exhibit today. चेला खातर बहुत नंढा एग्जाम्पल्स हैं but they make a world of difference. अगलो क्वेश्चन हमेशा अचेस तो which I keep asking students का एक केवड़वड़ी फंड એટલે શું ગુજરાતી जो वर्ड है અને એકડી ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશન અસી we call ourselves an organization, સંસ્થા, but કેળવણી fund એટલે શું? I was talking to our sponsor of this Merit Awards, Ajay Bhai, or also who is our managing trustee at DDKF. Sharing it in an informal note gave me reason to share it with you all as well. मुझे 5 definitions मिले. 5. I am not a गुजरात साहित्य उतरो डीप में ना आए हुए भाई लिटरेचर में इतना मैं डीप में नहीं जाता हूँ लेकिन अच्छा लगता है जब भी कुछ रिलेटिव मिलता है. केळवड़ी एकड़े शू एजुकेशन ज्ञान उच्छेरवू टू रेज अ चाइल्ड because it's related to education. Learning શીખવું. Training is to gain that knowledge and put it into practice. અને તાલીમ આપવી. Delegate. Once you know something, it's okay to share and okay to spread it and not to just keep it with yourself. कहते हैं तो कि ये सब बांटने से बढ़ता है, घटता नहीं है. So that's where I come to the end of today's my address. But the last message is that આ બધું જ માત્ર આ જ બધું અગર એનો આખું સમાવેશ કરીએ તો આ બધાથી જ ધનજી દેવસી કેવીઓ ફંડ અને LNSSF જેવા સ્મારક સાધારણ ફંડ જેવા ડોનેશન્સ જ્યાંથી આવે છે એ મોટિવેટ આ બધી વસ્તુઓ માટે કરે છે જે અમે એ કામ આખા વર્ષ દરમિયાન કરીએ છીએ. For which I again thank the LNSSF family to have done this for us. And now, I want Lax Uncle to address you. But it's not just the easy way to address कि नहीं मैं Lax Uncle को बुलाऊं और आ जाएं. ऐसे व्यक्ति हैं. आप इनसे 20 साल की उम्र की बातें भी कर सकते हैं. आप उनके साथ टेक्नोलॉजी किस प्रकार से यूज करना है उसके डिटेल में जाके भी हम लोग उसके साथ बात कर सकते हैं. ધનજી દેવસી કેવીઓ ફંડની જર્નીને ડાયરેક્શન આપવામાં જેટલું મને તો ફક્ત 8 વર્ષ સુધી ખબર છે પણ in these 8 years I think I have not known him for 8 years. I think I've known him for probably 20 or 30 years. Because there's so much to know and at times you don't have answers for the questions and the answers are just delivered. To such a personality and to our dear Lax uncle, I ask him to address you all. Lex, our president of DDKF, Lax uncle.
To continue, first of all, welcome all of you, students, parents, guests. I will divert from the issue. To continue what Bhavesh said, continuation with DDKF. I have been associated with DDKF longer than Ajay Bhai. Tell me how. 1961 is when I met Velji Bappa and took loan from him for going abroad. 1961, 61 years ago. And that is the journey that has started DDKF. I don't even know if Ajay Bhai was even probably a student then or not. 2 years. 2 years old. So that is how old this goes. Dedication, we talk about everything. Here we have very live examples in our audience today. I will not name anybody who have come up in society, in country, in technology, everything due to education and integrity. So I'm going to talk more about today on issues, we talk, we congratulate everybody, we'll do that. But let's talk about some serious issues now. It may hurt somebody's feelings, sorry about that in the beginning. પણ મળે જઈ નહીં હો પાંજો બહુ સરસ એકલો શસ્ત્ર દંડી મેં આવ્યો કે મીછામી ડોકણમ એટલે જો કોઈ ચોણું અચાડે અને પછી છેલ્લે મીછામી ડોકણમ કરીને પૂર કયો. But that it doesn't end there. You should realize where the problem is. As Bhavesh said, that this year we conducted everything online. All of us, the students, the parents, the family, everybody has gone through very rough time in last 2 years. We are mentally tired also. I am physically tired, but all of us are mentally tired also. But let's not forget that, we have something bright to look for. So everything is conducted online. And as Bhavesh was saying, I'm learning from students of today who are not even 20 years old. One thing online studies have taught us both good and bad. How to be ethical and how to be non-ethical. Non-ethical is, you are given a question, you are rich enough to have 2 devices, 3 devices, and you find the answer. That's unethical way. Then you have an ethical way. The program itself detects that you are doing an unethical thing. I learned from my granddaughter. This I have not even shared with Bhavesh. I learned yesterday only. That 2 years she has been going to college, everything online. If they are given an exam, if their even eyesight goes out of the sight for 3 minutes, they are disqualified. That's it, ethics. And we found people who scored 100% in our question answers and found they were 100% offline. Where do you draw a line? This is not done. I am requesting, मणि के पाजे वडीले के भी चाहतो छोकरे में ethical संस्कार है वर्ती वजो एवर पाण रोको मार्क्स ला दौड़बो पर लंबी लाइन है. Ethics will always prove to be right. I am now 81 years old and not done any unethical thing till now because I was taught that from the way one. So please again, I'm not going to depth, I will not blame anybody, but be ethical in your practice in the long term. તે માજા મહાજન પ્રમુખો ઠાઈ પત્રિકા સમિતિ વઠા વારા વઠાઈ ના ડર પ્રોગ્રામ में તેથી એકડી કોમેન્ટ વડી ડિયા તો biggest this thing is doing is પત્રિકા में નાલો અચેલા કરીને અસી મળે અનએથિકલ ચીજો કોઈ હોતા કોક મુજો માર્ક્સ 100% આચે નહીં પત્રિકા વાવા કરે બજબો. Where are they today? Find that out. If he is 100% ethical, I would say that put him on front page. But if he scores 100%, don't even give Abhinandan. That is how we have to teach the world. And I'll take the second step. You see, some of you volunteers, please stand up. Ye jo ko ribbon bana, This is called dedication and ethics. They are all students. Some of them are in final year today. And they have not been with us for LNMA. They have been with us throughout the year for all our activities. During LNMA, I think बच्चा छोकरियों की रात जो 12 बजे સુધી कम क्या थे त्रियोडी भी मोकला तो 12 बजे छुट्टा पे आए लोग. And we don't care. You know, I was using one sentence with Bhavesh. Let's not honor the captains. Let's honor the soldiers now. Let's have that system. All honor the soldiers. चंद्रकांत भाई के खबर होंगी और बिदड़ा ट्रस्ट में चलो के हो आई हमेशा स्टेज ते आने डॉक्टर्स के अभिनंदन ॾींदा हुआ पर डॉक्टर जे बिहाइंड केर आहे उन्ही खे कॾहिं पुछा बि न थिए कयो कोई डॉक्टर त तैर रहने छॾे वञे पर पोइ जेको कमु थिए थो उनखे ऐं कोई कीअं नथा कयो सो स्टॉप no I say don't stop but start honoring the soldiers. They are the backbone of organization for years to come. You and I are not going to be. So this dedication, this ethical practices, you know, a lot of people hate these volunteers because they are the ones who picked out the unethical practices among students. असी कोई आऊं नवो भावेश कदाच वो थोड़ो घणो लेक्स के निया नवा दिनेश भाई नवा असी तो कोई डे टू डे वाज न उनमें but ये लोग because IT has taught us both how to be good but how to also pick out the bad. So they were the ones who brought us to attention. We reviewed it and this is how. So we have to follow some of these things. I get very disturbed when I hear a very bright student, really bright, but chooses to have little bit unethical past. It's not done. It's very, very, in long term, this is, I'm telling the students, I'm telling the parents, it's not done. I will even go to the extent saying, you know, maybe the LNMA should not only be money-oriented award. It should be credit-oriented award. Give them the credit for being the best students. Money is just an incentive. So that spirit should be there. I want to be the best, not for the sake of that 50,000, 25, but because being recognized as the best. And this brings us to the also thing, our jury. During tea, you met some of them. All of them are not there. They're top of the line from their own fields. It doesn't matter, they are all, not necessarily all PhDs or all, but they are kings of their own fields. They're from, and they are learning from students and they're teaching to students. One day I happened to be in one of the interviews that was going on, and I was very glad the student was taking jury to task, asking jury what to do, what they are doing. This is, I like this spirit. And few of us sitting here who are, you know, big shots in the schools also. Our biggest weakness in today's education system is we are teaching them, yes. We are teaching them to the top, yes. But in real life, see, for example, Bhavesh touched it, group discussion. They fall apart. And today's world is for group discussions. Today's world is for personal interviews. How do you communicate? You will probably hear from some of the juries later on. Yeah. So these are things. Please start some changes in your education system where they make students an all-rounder. He may not come in merit, doesn't matter, but he will be top in the real world at a later date. So these are few words, probably harsh words, but we must learn from these experiences. Once again, I thank the Lakhamshi Nappoo family for sponsoring this event. And it took them a long time. I've been discussing this for 10 years, and now 10 years has happened. So LNMA actually originated 20 years back. We kept thinking how to bring, we also were lost. How do you bring a concept of an award in this world, in the real world, and choosing the best? And first time this year, Kishore Bhai, Vignesh and all, we have abolished even evaluation of marks. You could be 100%, you could be 35%. You will be evaluated the same par with other credentials. first LNMA, second LNMA, we did pay attention to, we gave them, but we done away with it. One of our jury members said that, give the chance to the lower people. They may be the best, and this is what we did, incorporated that. And that, I know, I have to say that Ajay Bhai listened to that jury member and adopted that system. Yes, let's do away with, give chance to everybody who passes to apply for LNMA. I think first 3 years we had a cutoff, and we done away with that. We have a lot of students in graduate PG group who have gone abroad. We take them also. So our jury, sometimes, I know Mukesh Bhai has burned midnight oils to take, we follow their hours, not our hours. We don't tell them to come to discussion during hours, we follow their hours. Somebody in California will take his interview midnight because that's morning there. We have been doing that. This is the dedication we have. But I hope this dedication carries for this younger generation now, who will actually run the DDKF for next 100 years, 110 years. So we should now target for, initially for 125, and then on to 200 years. Thank you very much, Bhavesh. Yes. He always has a question for me.
See mic check.
ये साइड आके बोले यार, सुनाई दे मेरे को.
Before I let you,
I know, मुझे मालूम है, you always have a question.
ही की इंटरेस्टिंग थी है ते बोलाए जो गेस्ट के बोलाए जो टाइम गने जो and then give out the awards and have some snacks and go home. But इनमें पेरेंट्स के जिते थोड़ी आइडिया अच्छे on जिते पेरेंट्स के थोड़ी आइडिया अच्छे का जेर क्वेश्चंस में ना जेर क्वेश्चंस में it doesn't matter what the question is, how big or small the question is. कारण के वो छोकरे के डाउट है, वो डाउट जे सुधी क्लियर ना कयूं तो इसी अंके की मलना ड्यूं.
Okay, fine.
Question एडो है कि if
First explain, is it your question or is it student's
it is
question?
student's question.
Okay.
हाने that remains. But हाणे ही जो को आखी इवेंट आई छोकरेन जे नाले ते पाक कई होता. So it is all about the students and the participants and volunteers definitely. If ever in a personal interview हेडी किंग गाल थे वने कि जेर अगर सामे वारो जो को क्वेश्चन का इंटरव्यू घने रहे आई अने जो को जवाब दे रहे आई हु चेमे अचे के ही तो जो जवाब खोटो है तो हेडे पॉइंट में हुन व्यक्ति के वो इंटरव्यू जो को घने था उन्हीं के की कन्विंस करनो खपे काओ सच्चो अहिया आऊं खोटा फैक्ट्स प्रेजेंट नाय क्या तो ही क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफिकली आंके एड्रेस करे में अच्छे तो.
Sometimes, Bhavesh, there is no right answer. In some places it is the right answer. You know, those who are aware know that I have been helping a lot of students go abroad. And you have an interview, 2-minute interview with the counselor. Don't take it literally, by the way. I tell them, even if you lie very confidentially, you will be taken off. Here also, I would not judge whether it's right or wrong. How confident you are in your reply. Because in future, I want to look at your confidence. I don't want to look at whether you are right in that answer or not right in that answer. Okay. So I'll tell that person that. But I will also ask him, you convince me that you are right. I'll not say that I'm saying I'm right or he's right. I'll tell him to convince me that you're right. And that will be the answer.
Fine.
And I think probably ask this question to some of the jury who really took this interview. So that is the answer.
Good.
Thank you.
All done. I think can call Ajay Bhai to...
Yeah, I'll request our managing trustee and Lakhamshi Nappoo family person who started the LNMA thought process to Ajay Bhai to address this.
Yes.
You must present this
Once he finishes his speech, I will do that. I will do that. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Lex, for the kind words. A very warm welcome to all of you. I think we spent 2 very different years. Each and every one of us went through maybe tough times or even tougher times. But in the end, we can all meet again. So that means we have been tougher than the tough times. And we have proved ourselves to be better than most of us. As Lex and Bhavesh has said, DDKF completes more than 110 years and LNMA is in the 8th year. This is the 8th year of the awards. We have been working on some well-laid principles by our founding fathers. And those principles are and were so strong that following them ethically, we have been able to travel all this distance. And as Lex said, maybe we can look to 125 years, 150 years ahead also. That is the strength of the foundation which our founding fathers have laid for this Kelvani Fund. As Bhavesh said, Kelvani, again, it's a word which has so many meanings. What we at DDKF say is to push them to such a level that they rise in society and they make themselves strong enough to help others also to rise in society. That is the initial concept of giving education loan, so that once when he has completed his education, got his job or business, and maybe in a few years' time, he himself comes and pays back. The live example is our president, Lax Jain. As he said, 61 years ago, as a small student, he had gone there, and now he's paying back. I think any mathematician can calculate how much more times than what was invested in him. That is the power of DDKF. And we have been strictly adhering to the norms of our forefathers. And adhering to these norms leads to authenticity in what we are doing, so that the purpose of whatever we do is very much authentic. And as Bhavesh said in passing, we had some errors in this process. And whenever we own up, and which we have done, owning up of errors shows we have the integrity to be standing where we are. It's not some light moment that we can just pass it on, but this is the essence of DDKF. Since the centenary programs, we have had lots and lots of programs at DDKF, and we are building partnerships with different organizations to push our work for the children. Some examples are the Tod Ford Jod, which we have partnered. Then last year we had Kutch Ke Rang for the artisans of Kutch, and DDKF Agro Entrepreneurship, again focusing on farm to fork and upliftment of farmers of Kutch. Similarly, we would like to have more partnerships with different organizations so that we have a common goal and we together achieve those things. Coming to the current times, I think everybody would agree that this was a very difficult last 2 years. And there were very different challenges faced by each one of us. Challenges in decision making is something which every parent, every student faces. In the initial years, there were one or two different folks, art, science, commerce, and everything was over. Now there are speciality, multi-speciality, super speciality, still super specialities. So we don't know where we will end up. And everywhere that thought process of choosing rightly becomes difficult. So we are in that process of forming a body for helping anybody who requires decisions or guidance for choosing maybe careers or even maybe changing of careers midway or at a point where you are stuck up in your career. The government has come up with a new education policy which will be implemented very soon. Maybe 5 years, 10 years down the line, you can switch over very easily, which today it's difficult. But then those processes will be required. Acquiring new skills is something which will be common now. As Bhavesh said, Lek said, everybody started learning how to use WebEx, different platforms which otherwise we were not using. I think many in the audience used the online portals for ordering for the first time in the lockdowns. But since that technology was there, we could use it, and now we have learned to use it. So we have to go on acquiring new skills to use all those things. And soft skill is something where I think the jury has also commented, Lax has also commented, where we are lacking. So soft skill enhancement is a very important program which we may have to take up on a war footing so that any KVO can compete with anybody else in the world. Today, maybe we are in a protected environment, in a comfort zone. We need to get out of it and see that we face all the challenges in future in the bigger world, not only the KVO world. I'll end this by saying that times are changing very fast, and we all have to be ready to adapt to the new challenges which are thrown by nature or by whatever means, but we should be ready to face all the challenges. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir, I will suggested by one of our jury members as symbolically I give you back this stenciloscope which has been our inspiration for DDKF.
I think, as Bhavesh said, and maybe Lex, you may also have received this in your children or student days. This was a postcard printer. So, just a small example, वेलजी बापा हमेशा कोई भी चीज़ वेस्ट न कहींदा हुआ. पोस्टकार्ड ते की वञे त बहु ओछे पैसे में वञे, कवर में न वञे. એટલે સાયક્લોસ્ટાઇલ પેપર કરે ને કવર में અહીં સ્ટુડન્ટ કે હલાયો કે આંજે કંઈક લોન બાકી है तो दैट इज़ अ कॉस्ट. पोस्टकार्ड में ही हलायला करे ने ई पोस्टकार्ड प्रिंटर विथ स्टेंसिल जी इंक है. शिकागो जी कोई कंपनी जो आई दी हेयर कॉर्पोरेशन एंड ॿ ॾींहं पहला असीं गूगल ते सर्च कियो दी हेयर कॉर्पोरेशन जो ही सेम चीज़ गूगल ते अवेलेबल है. सो वी वर सरप्राइज शॉक कि ही रियली अ कलेक्टर्स आइटम हूंदी अने को किन के गूगल ते केॾा ईबे ते वेचेला करे ने रखे हैं. जी स्टेंसिल डुप्लिकेटर इंक अजी भी सॉफ्ट पई है न का एटला वारे जुनो वे इट वुड हैव बिकम हार्ड. सो भावेश, thank you for this. These are the things which we have all come up. And this is the way we have gone through the earlier process, the last century. Maybe with more technology, we will be able to complete the next century also. Thank you.
We shall move on with the process of the 8th Lakhamshi Nappoo Merit Awards. 10th standard je group ti chalu kaibo, poi 12th standard, poi grads, postgrads, અને ही वरे धनजी देवशी केवीओ केलवणी फंड जो मेरिट स्कॉलरशिप्स जो भी हेते पा इन्हीं के फैसिलिटेट करे वाला हूँ. So I'll request we move on with the program. Seniors, please. Do we want the chairs to be kept here? The Unji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again, and we are done. If needed, we can keep this here, and we can call the. We'll keep this for a while. Let the people come and take it. Yeah? We'll keep this for a while. You can tell the people from the back to get it up. Oh, Dhanji bhai. क्वेश्चंस अचें था छोकरें गया थी मेरिट अवॉर्ड्स जी प्रोसेस में असी ही बहुत एनकरेज कयूं था कि छोकरें जा की प्रश्न वे तो प्लीज पूछो अगेन डोंट नो मैटर हाउ स्मॉल द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट आई रिसीव आई डू नो बट आई डू नॉट हैव इट ऑन द शीट कि ही क्वेश्चन केंजो है बट वी आर गोइंग टू आस्क बिकॉज दिस क्वेश्चन इज फॉर आवर ज्यूरी स्पेसिफिकली टू महेश चंदक. इन दिस पैरामीटर ही जो को ग्रुप डिस्कशन ने पैनल इंटरव्यू जो को थिए था तो उनमें कोई कोरिलेशन आए का ना. इज देयर अ कोरिलेशन बिटवीन द क्राइटेरिया यूज्ड इन दिस मेरिट अवार्ड्स प्रोसेस एंड द रियल लाइफ कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफेशनल प्रोफाइल्स ऑफ द फ्यूचर. सो महेश जी, इफ यू कैन प्लीज कम एंड कैन आई हैव अ माइक प्लीज. या
Check.
Sir. Yes, please. Please. Sir, वो बाद में होना है.
So yeah.
Yes.
Let me first, begin my answer, Bhavesh, by sharing that, I've been fortunate when I came back from US and wanting to work in India because I wanted to work in this field of environment. I actually reached out to Lax Uncle. And have worked with him in that organization for 14 years. So I think what all you said, what Ajay Bhai said, Lax Uncle said in terms of importance of ethics and this whole process, I could see it in practical. So as a young professional working in the industry, first of all the values, all the qualities which this award process tries to instill in all the students is what actually I could see, in Lax Uncle even as I worked under him for long. So yes, there is a good correlation. I think Ajay Bhai said that the students here should not just be competing or be in the safe zone, should be able to compete globally. So in fact, the process which you all have for over 13 years and it has continuously improved, has a mix of jury from academia, from industry, professionals, engineers, doctors, entrepreneurs. And they really can come from very diverse background and they evaluate the students. So that's, I think, the first thing is learning from this program that how can somebody impress the jury which come from diverse background. And as you work in your career, you will find that you will meet people from diverse backgrounds. It is becoming a global economy, and it's very important to be able to be successful in this, diverse background. So that's the first learning. And if you see the whole process, right, the application form, it tests your qualification and extracurricular activities and why you did what you did. Your MCQ tests your knowledge and also speed at which you must have answered. The extempore speech, the essay, tests your articulation, whether it is verbal, written down, what purpose you show, what intent you show. The GD, really in life it's all about how you work in team, how you motivate that discussion. I mean, it's not just what you know or your point in the GD, how you motivate the discussion, how you show empathy for somebody in the group who's not speaking up. So a lot of real life learnings, from the process. And lastly, the interview is all about how you can hold your own under pressure, under some very pointed questions, how you are resilient through that process and come out, successful. So I think it's a wonderful process which really brings out the best amongst the best. And there's a lot of learnings for all of you. And I would end by saying, 3 things which you need to show not just in this process, but also in real life. One is you have to be interested. And every step in this process, it's not about what talent you had. It is with what interest you brought to the table. What was your intent, as you brought it. So that's the first thing. Stay interested, engaged in the process. Second is the inquisitiveness. You must have done well in something, you would not have done well in something. Be inquisitive, how you can continuously improve. That's very, very important. And so there's a lot of learning here. Stay interested in your development. It is just the beginning. And last is integrity, right? I think which you spoke very nicely. Whatever you do, the integrity is the benchmark on which you need to stand. That's the foundation. So with that foundation and the interest and all the inquisitiveness you show towards development, you can reach any heights. So I think there's a lot of learning from this process.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I shall now call upon Urmil. He is our volunteer at DDKF and he will announce the list of the SSC participants by the alphabetical order.
Good evening to everyone. It's often said that experience is the teacher for learning a lot of things. And volunteering at DDKF has always given me a lot of experience and a lot of things to learn. So now I will be announcing the participants, top 10 participants for SSC category in alphabetical order.
Before you do that, the participants, please are requested to come and stand on by the screen here as the names are being announced. Are we ready behind as well? Yes, Yaksha, thank you. Yes.
Okay. First we have Agam Jignesh Chheda, Gam Luni, Hale Mahim. Then Dhruvi Nimesh Shantilal Dedia, Gam Gundala, Hale Andheri. Next, Kevin Dipesh Hashmukh Savla, Gam Rayan, Hale Vileparla. Then Moksha Himanshu Kantilal Darod, Gam Patri from Hyderabad. Nehanshi Amit Suresh Nagda, Gam Bhojai, Hale Daisar.
In front of him.
Then Rachit Atul Tokarshi Rambya, Gam Gundala, Hale Grant Road.
Next to her.
Next we have Rajvi Nikhil Shah, Gam Lakhapar, Hale Malad.
Alternate, yeah.
Then Shikha Dipen Shantilal Bheda, Gam Kapaya, Hale Malad. Next, Tanisha Bhavesh Kishore Chheda, Gam Don, Hale Dadar. And last we have Vatsal Parag Ramji Shethia, Gam Vadala from Mulund.
Congrats, congrats. You're here, you're in front, yes. Alternate, yeah. It's good.
Over to you, Bhavesh bhai.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Urmil.
Welcome.
It was very nicely done. I'm just looking at the faces after 2 years. It's been so give me that break in a way, because online में यार मजा नहीं आता है. If it's comfortable to you all can remove your masks. Otherwise, it's your choice to wear it. It's absolutely fine otherwise. So to invite sir, whom shall I? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Can I call Lakhamshi Rambia, Advocate Lakhamshi bhai, please? Can you, is it going to be okay? Na? Acha. So, yes, sir, absolutely. Yes. To announce the third, sir, please. Yes. So to announce the third, we are going to go the 3-2-1 way. Can ke thodi excitement build kare jo bhi akro chance mila to asan ke. We are having this physical event after 2 years, so there is definitely a lot of excitement from volunteers side as well. So this is by their direction. So the third prize, sir, for the 10th Lakhamshi Nappoo 10th category, 10th standard bara, group A. It goes to Moksha Hetal Himanshu Dharod, Gam Patri, currently from Hyderabad. Is she here? You can come from here. Yes, now, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. To add that this event was a pan-India event, we had a few cities, participants from different cities of India, and a GPG category mein from different countries as well. For the second position in the group A, can I ask Vignesh Bhai Bedha to please come here, sir? आप ताली बजा सकते हैं. Oh, the second position at the 8th Lakhamshi Nappoo Merit Award goes to Tanisha Dipali Bhavesh Kishore Chheda. Yes, sir. There's a suggestion if we can group the same way but on the other side. So this row can become horizontal over here or vertical or tall behind, short ahead, because then Ajay bhai also would want to see each and every participant. आप बच्चे जो tall हैं जो पीछे आ जाएं और जो short हैं वो Can I request Chandrakant Bhai Gogri to please come and give the winner of the group A, जो first position पे है थोड़ा जब तक हो रहा है सर आइए येते अच्छा ನಾವು तो नाला ज बोला तो मुके नाला डे में अचे पोए गाने में भी मिस्टेक ना केरक करो थिए तो नालो एडो वेतो छोकरी जो भी नालो वेतो छोकरी जो भी नालो वेतो तासी नेक्स्ट टाइम नक्की क्यों कहते ए मैंने एफ लखे जो सो इट गोस टू राजवी निखिल शाह गाम लाखापुर that yes now yes Thank you, Chandrakant bhai. Thank you, sir. Can I request Anil Bhai Shah to please? Yes, sir. These are the runner-ups now, which are, your scores are at par to each other. So we don't have a rank system other than the 1, 2, 3 because that's the objective and the mandate given to us. But I believe and we all believe कि ये पूरे process में जो participate करता है और ये level तक जो आता है हमारे लिए काम कम करके जाते हैं क्योंकि हमारा काम वहाँ ज़्यादा है जो लिस्ट में नहीं है तो सॉफ्ट स्किल बिल्डिंग सो ऑल योर पैरामीटर्स आपको आपके अगर स्कोर्स जानने हैं कि आपके जीडी में कि आपके एमसीक्यू में हाउ यू हैव फेयर्ड हाउ द ग्राफ हैज़ बीन गोइंग अप एंड डाउन इट इज़ अवेलेबल विथ योर पेरेंट्स यू ऑल कैन कम and we can send you the information or it's better to have a discussion and we can try to have an analysis of where the scope of improvement can lie. Anil Bhai Shah, hello sir. You will give it to Agam Jignesh Chheda from Luni, currently at Mahim. Anil Bhai's son was the participant at LNMA. And the winner as well. Acha. Sorry, I have. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can I have LM Gala be present, sir? Please. Is he here? Yes. The runner-up is Dhruvi Nimesh Shantilal Dedia from Gundala. Hale Andheri. Yes. Okay. Your neighbor. Ramnik Bhai Sangoi. Sanjay Bhai Chheda. Ramnik Bhai Aintinda. Kevin Dipen Hasmukh Savla Gam Ryan, currently at Ville Parle. Sanjay Bhai is here. And father of Aman Chheda, yes. LNMA का top winner, उनके father हैं. She is from ICT. जो a lot of jury members may remember Aman Chheda, so that's her father. Yes, that's for Nehanshi Amit. Sanjay Bhai, from here, sir. Kokila aunty. Paras Bhai. Paras Bhai Savla. Kokila aunty will give it to Rachit Atul Tokarsi Rambia. Sorry, my bad. From Gundala, Ale Grant Road. Your brother was also a participant. That's what I remember telling you on the online and panel interview. What is he doing now? He's at IIT Gandhinagar. And Paras Bhai is here, CA Paras Savla. Yes, sir, please. Give it to Shikha Dipen Shantilal Beda, Gam Kapaya, Hale Malad.
हाँ मम्मी
Bhairavi Bhabhi, yes please, Bhairavi Bhabhi, please. We will give it to Vatsal Parag Ramji Sethia, Gam Vadala, Hale Mulund. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. There is, can you all please come to the front? And can I have Moksha? Jury का question है. You all can be around her. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. It's your group category award. You can come in the front as well. जूरी का कोई क्वेश्चन है जो हम लाइव इनको अभी इंटरव्यू कर सकते हैं चाहिए तो इफ यू आर रेडी फॉर द इंटरव्यू yes she is ready sir any questions if anybody wants to ask otherwise I have a lot of questions आपको कैसा लग रहा है
यहाँ पे आके या winning the prize?
वो तो आप डिसाइड कीजिए
Okay, so being a part of like DDKF, it was really memorable. I could get really good experience. Learning भी बहुत मिला, especially when it comes to group discussion and the interview round. Generally, when it comes to academics, we don't have such rounds. So here we could judge how the teamwork goes and how a person speaks, their confidence and all. So these two rounds were really exciting. And secondly, I would thank LNMA, DDKF and all the trustee members for arranging really good platform for people, not even in Mumbai, out of Mumbai, as I'm from Hyderabad, so they can come up with their talent and show, not even show, they can, they can tell how much you have to grow more. That's all.
I can understand. It's overwhelming at times to receive the award, but I must thank you all for letting us do this for the 8th year. And again, next year तो नहीं होगा, but 2 साल के बाद आपका 12th standard में आएगा. So I hope to see the faces grown definitely and more height as well. Thank you and congratulations to all. Thank you all. Thank you. नहीं लिया? अच्छा बाकी है. So please आप थोड़ा आगे आ जाइए.
Physics doesn't matter in technology.
What?
Physics doesn't matter.
That's true, sir. That's good. To the left? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you all the Group A participants. Again, thank you and congratulations to all. There is a question, the 12th standard का जो group है, मुझे पता है आपको already punishment दी गई है, you have to stand. But I think there's a question from one of you participants for Ankur ji. Ankur ji, मैंने आपको कहीं तो देखा है entry मारते हुए. Yes sir. Welcome sir.
Thanks for having me.
Yes sir, it's our pleasure. और question कुछ ऐसा है sir. This question is for jury Ankur Mehta. Okay. With your past experience with us at DDKF, what skills and focus will help students to overcome the current levels experienced throughout the process, which was essay writing, the extempore audio video speech. Extempore का मतलब है कि हम बच्चों को उनकी written assessment का एक टॉपिक दिया गया था, थोड़ा सोचने का वक्त दिया गया था, उनको उनके विचार स्पष्ट लिखित देने थे. उसके बाद once that is submitted within a particular time frame, we gave them a topic that they had to speak their thoughts on. सोचें, I think 5 मिनट का कुछ टाइम दिया था, I think yes 5 minutes. 5 मिनट में वो टॉपिक के ऊपर सोच के उनके विचार दर्शाने हैं और वो ऑडियो वीडियो जूरी मेंबर्स इवैल्यूएट करते हैं कि उनका सोच विचार और कहाँ कहाँ स्कोप ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट आ सकता है. तो ये सब का जो एनालिसिस है, આ બધી એનાલિસિસ આપણને અવેલેબલ છે છોકરાઓ માટે, પેરેન્ટ્સ માટે, ટુ સી હાઉ એન્ડ વેર ધ સ્કોપ ઓફ ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ કેન બી. સો સર, ये जो repeating the question, कि with your past experience at DDKF, what skills and focus will help students overcome the current levels experienced ये साल का? which was in this process. So what would you suggest to them कि आपके जो experience में आपने पूरा evaluation किया, तो where all can they try and improvise their scope?
So first of all, welcome to everyone, students, parents, and jury members. So I think this process has taught all of us, students and jury, a lot about one another. So the question Bhavish Bhai is asking, how, and what focus should students, what should they focus on to take their skills to the next level? So this is a good way of saying, we don't want to focus only on weaknesses, we want to focus on strengths first. So we don't want to say what someone's shortcoming is, we want to focus on how they can get even better. So one of the things I would like to focus on, and I'm building up on the earlier discussions, if you remember Ajay Bhai had talked about soft skills. So I think that one of the most critical skills we saw that will help all of you go to the next level is improvement in soft skills. Now, there are a wide range of soft skills. There's empathy, communication, negotiation. There's so many different skills. So let me focus on a very critical one, communication. Now, why is communication important? Because everything you learn for an exam, eventually, when it comes time to perform, when it comes to make the theory into practical, you will be faced with communication. As Lux uncle said, you may face a consular interview, which is literally 1 minute, and the person there is evaluating, should I say yes or no to this person? Communication skills are terribly important. You may have learned everything, you may have read everything, you may have a whole bunch of documents you've gone through, but in that 1 minute, if you are not able to communicate effectively, then you may not get the result you want. So let me talk a bit about what should you focus on within communication. So first of all, there's something called communication style. Are you going to present this as an argument? Are you going to present logic? Or are you going to tell a story? If you're going to sell something to someone, then you might be better off telling a whole story. Why is there a need for this product or this service? So be able to say the same thing as a story versus facts. Facts would be just you present arguments, and it really depends on the audience. You may have to read your audience before you start communicating. And the other aspect of communication, another example, how much are you going to communicate? You may have heard of this saying, brevity is the soul of the wit. What they're saying is, where it's helpful, just be short and sweet. If the person's expecting something called an elevator pitch, that's a common phrase for if you want to make a statement in less than 30 seconds, then don't give a 2-minute long extempore. Just make it 30 seconds. It depends on what the other person's looking for. One of the things you can all learn is look at TEDx. I'm sure many of you would have heard of TEDx talks. The TEDx talks, the people are trained to speak very eloquently. They are able to hold the audience's attention for like 10, 15, even 20 minutes. And you'll be hard-pressed to find any mistake or error of communication. So this is one example. You can pick up some TEDx talks and learn. And then ask yourself, what is your own communication style? How will you flex and change the style depending on the audience? But I think, if you had to focus on this one skill, communication will definitely help you cross whatever level you are at and go to the next level. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you. There's a car number 5773 is being parked, and I think there's some hindrance. 5773. I don't know the make, but 5773. Moving on, sir. I will ask Devanshi to please, Saloni. Saloni to please call out the list of the 12th Group B, the alphabetical list of the 12th participants. Sorry.
Jai Jinendra Manikan. Thank you. I'm here on stage because Bhavish Bhai told me that I have to speak 2 lines about my experience, or else he won't let me speak at all. So I'm here to share my journey at DDKF. 4 years ago, when I joined as a volunteer, I didn't know whether I would fit in or whether I would be able to work up to the mark. But slowly the team accepted me and I started learning the basics. And I got a various experiences, be it from LNMA, the DDKF MUN, or the DDKF Quiz Championship. And now these experiences have become an asset for me, and that have helped me grow and have given me the ability to stand here in front of this lovely audience and talk. And I heartily thank each and every one who have supported me throughout this journey. Thank you, Team DDKF, to help me be what I am today. तो चलो अब बहुत हो गई सेंटी बातें. I will be announcing the top 10 qualified participants of the HSC category in alphabetical order. First, we have Diya Sameer Lakshmichand Furia, Gam Bidra, from Chembur.
Some music, please.
We have Harsh Himanshu Chunilal Vohra, Gam Naranpur, Hale Ghatkopar. We have Harsh Hitesh Mauji Shah, Gam Gundala, from Dadar. Next, we have Kanishk Bhavesh Karamshi Gala, Gam Rayan, from Thane. We have Krish Rakesh Veera, Gam Pratapur, currently in Florida. I think we have his mom here. Next, we have Nishtha Rajan Hemchand Gadda, Gam Manjal Reladia, from Matunga. We have Peony Jayesh Khimji Chheda, Sethia, Karagoga, from Santa Cruz. We have Prisha Ketan Bhavanji Gala, Gam Waki, from Mulund. Next, we have Sanjal Paresh Hirji Chheda, Gam Bidra, from Vileparle. And lastly, we have Viha Timal Popatlal Maru, Gam Mapar, from Sayan. Over to you, Bhavesh Bhai.
Okay, that was really good. Very good. Can I ask Manish Gala to please come on the stage, please? ये जो अवार्ड जिनको जा रहा है ना, उनका आवाज बड़ा भारी भरकम है. अरे वाह. भारी भरकम तो यानी अपने केवीओ के तो मैं उनको बोल चुका हूँ कि तू भाई यहाँ का जो वॉइस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अमिताभ बच्चन है.
अरे वाह, मेरा आवाज भी सही है.
नहीं, आपका थोड़ा 1 to 10 में उसका नाम आता है. The third position for the category B, 12th standard, for 8th LNMA 2021 goes to Krish Rakesh Veera, Gam Pratappur, Hale, Tampa, Florida. Thank you, Manish bhai. Thank you. कनिष्क भावेश करमशी गाला कौन है यहाँ से? ओह, निशिता राजन हेमचंद गाला. बराबर है ना? आप जरा क्या हुआ था? कुछ तो लफड़ा हुआ था. नहीं? पक्का? कैसे पॉसिबल है? एक दूसरे का पेपर ऐसा हम लोग आगे पीछे पास करते थे. नहीं, हम लोग यानी जो मैं सुना हूं मेरे दोस्तों से, मैं नहीं करता था. तो कौन सा पेपर पास किया भाई? यू मस्ट हैव गिवन इट टू कनिष्क. कनिष्क ने वापस वही आंसर लिख के वापस तुमको दे दिया. बिकॉज ladies and gentlemen, they both have a tie on the first position. Congratulations. Anil Bhai Gala and Lax Kenya, can I please have you all on stage and give the first position award to these two students? हम ऐसे तो नहीं कहेंगे आपने कॉपी किया है. So Kanishk Bhavesh Karamshi Gala from Gam Rayan, Hale Thana, and Nishita Rajan Gada, Gam Manjal Reladia, Hale Matunga. Can I have Anil Bhai Gangar, Praful Bhai Dedia, Ashwin Bhai Gala, Praful Bhai Dedia, is he here? Parents of earlier winner, yes. Anil Bhai Gala, you will please give it to Harsh Himanshu Chunilal Vora as a runner-up for the 12th standard category B. Anil Bhai Gangar, yes, sorry, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Praful Bhai, आप देंगे हर्ष हितेश माऊजी शाह को गुंदाला से हैं, हाले दादर. अश्विन भाई, आप देंगे पियोनी जयेश खिमजी सेठिया, गाम कारागोगा, हाले सांता क्रूज. Congratulations, sir, for your daughter. राजन भाई धरोड़, किशोर भाई केनिया, राजन भाई, आप देंगे प्रिशा केतन भवनजी गाला को, गाम वांकी, हाले मुलुंड. प्लीज सर, थोड़ा एनकरेजमेंट के लिए प्लीज. किशोर भाई, आप देंगे प्रिशा केतन भवानजी गाला. आई ऑलरेडी अनाउंस प्रिशा. संजल परेश हिरजी छेड़ा, संजल, yes, from गाम बिदड़ा, हाले विले पार्ले, correct. डॉक्टर धीरज गाला, डॉक्टर धीरज गाला. Which one? डॉक्टर साहब, आप देंगे विहा तिमल पोपटलाल मारू को, गाम मापर, हाले सायन. एंड संजय भाई शाह, संजय भाई प्लीज. आप देंगे दिया फुरिया को, मैं आपका गाम नहीं जानता, बिदड़ा. एंड वेयर डू यू स्टे? चेंबूर, गाम बिदड़ा, हाले चेंबूर. Congratulations to all category B. Okay. So क्रिश का तो मैं जवाब ले लूंगा, वो मेरे प्रीवियस गांव से है, फ्लोरिडा से है. अरे वाह, हाय क्रिश, हेलो, गुड, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस. सेकेंडली, कनिष्क एंड निष्ठा. नहीं, हमने तो पहले क्वेश्चन कर लिया आपको, लेकिन अभी चलो सही सही बताओ क्या हुआ था. नहीं, ऐसे ऐसे करोगे फॉर्मेलिटी में तो चलेगा नहीं. देखो, जो को अपने को आगे भी बढ़ना है, आप सच्ची सच्ची बोल दो. आप भी आइए साथ में. हाँ, तो पहले आप लेडीज फर्स्ट, बराबर है.
Actually, so I know Kanishk.
Yes.
He was with me 11th and 12th. Kodar में vocational के लिए.
Yeah, I'm trying to kick that. That's one.
No, that's it.
Please go ahead. Anything you want to share?
No, I'm just very overwhelmed right now. And I'd like to thank my parents, my sister, my grandparents, and I'd also like to thank the volunteers. I have been a pain for them. I always had to reschedule because I had some competition or something other. And I'd also like to thank Urmil specially. He handled me a lot. And I'd like to thank everyone here, and I'm glad. Thank you so much.
Jai Jinendra. So I am also too nervous to speak.
सर, पहले इंटरव्यू शुरू करते हैं, कोई नर्वसनेस नहीं है. लॉयर, हाँ, लॉयर.
So thank you DDKF and LNMA for giving me this opportunity to interact with all of you, and also being a part of the very grilling process from 0 to 100%. And this rounds were a lot of experience, full of experience and full of knowledge, and it taught me a lot. I would also like to thank my mom, especially, and my dad, and all my family members. I would also like to thank DDKF and LNMA for organizing such opportunities. कोलाका पांजे समाज में जत्रो केवियो करे तो अटलो कोई समाज में कोई शिक्षण ला करे ना तो करे એટલે I would really like to thank and I would also I am looking forward to giving back to the community as soon as I get the opportunity.
मेरा काम आसान कर दिया. अभी वो जो मैं क्वेश्चन लिस्ट बना रहा था कि मैं किसको अभी करो आऊं किनके ढूंढियां आऊं किन अरे नहीं सर ढूंढियां आऊं किनके ढूंढियां का मुझे ही वॉलंटियर्स जो को अजी टीम में यहीं से हने हायर स्टडीज ला इग्या बंधा तो ही वॉलंटियर्स तरीके हने आऊं पकड़ींदो अने अगर ना आया तो क्रिमिनल लॉ कहीं तो का सिविल लॉ अरे फर्स्ट ईयर है ना हाँ એટલે પોય તો પોય આવું તો પુઠિયા લખ દો એટલે પોય પતે વ્યો and I am telling to all 10th standard and 12th standard you guys be ready for my calls on a good note and whatever your abilities are would be that can improvise our process. We do many programs. We would love to work with you. We would love to know where all we can improvise, and I believe there are a lot of suggestions that have come to us already on emails, so I'll take you up on that. और ये पोदर का जो कनेक्शन निकला मैं गलत नहीं था इसलिए दोनों फर्स्ट आ गए. Congratulations all.
Thank you so much.
Both parents are CA, right? Yes. What do you like to be?
Lawyer.
CA. हाँ अच्छा नहीं CA बोले. हाँ okay good. Wow. Thank you again and congratulations to all of you. Thank you for letting us do this for you all. Thank you. हाने किनके ढूंढी वो all right I don't see this is good. Yes sir. Thank you again, and we'll have the next category pulled up by Devanshi, who will announce their names in the alphabetical order of the graduate group.
Hello. I'm Devanshi, and today I present to you the most notorious, but the category with the most familiar faces, the graduation category. The names are in alphabetical order. Deep Divyesh Narendra Shah, Gam Shedi, Rejo Sangli.
Sir, please motivate because there are a lot of stories connected to each one of them.
He has completed his BE in Computer Engineering from Somaya College. Next up is Hetal Samir Lakshmichand Dedhya, Gam Nagalpur, Rejo Khargar.
Okay, sorry. She's not come. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. She has completed her BTech in Computer Science from KJ Somaya College of Engineering. Next up we have Jaina Paresh Kantilal Shah, Gam Kodai, Rejo Thane. She has completed her dual degree in BE in Computer Science and MSc in Mathematics from BITS, Hyderabad. Next we have Dr. Kunjal Anish Raghavji Gala, Gam Bhojai. Kunjal is currently staying at Ghatkopar.
Some claps will motivate because they are looking at this event live. They've gone through a lot of rigorous process.
Kunjal has completed MBBS from Shed GS Medical College and KEM Hospital. Next we have Prasham Paresh Kantilal Shah, Gam Kodai, Rejo Thane. He has completed his BBA from NMIMS University with specialization in finance. Next we have Riya Mahesh Gadda, Gam Laija. She is currently staying in Kandivali. She has completed her BLS LLB from SVKM's Praveen Gandhi College of Law. And last one, we have Vidhi Shailesh Kalyanji Rambia, Gam Bhojai, Rejo Vadala. She has completed her BTech in Computer Science from VJTI.
Familiar faces.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devanshi. I heard. कोई ते पहली लाइन करो चाहिए सोए. Can you? हाँ, notorious. ये करो notorious जो definition है ने DDKF में यार तू करो edit पे. ये तो hard work क्या है ने notorious. तो फिर next year बोलानो है ना पास.
Notorious is still mild.
Oh, what did you guys do? Of course, mothers के heaven only question है तो कहीं but Vidhi, Riya, Jaina, I know Deep, Rasham, everybody I know. How do I know everyone? Not because of this process. ई छोकरो प्रशम असल में DDKF मंथ है तो मॉडल यूनाइटेड नेशंस ये बहुत एक भारी पड़ता है 15 के ऊपर ये बिग थिंग्स कम इन स्मॉल पैकेजेस बस प्रशम ये जैना LNMA में पहला भी पार्टिसिपेट किया है उते भी टॉप विनर है एकले करो पा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तक की साइन नहीं कियो सो एडो एकले आई हैव टू से ऑल दिस ना आई एम नॉन ऑफिशियल रिकॉर्ड नो नहीं तो फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा एंड ऑफ लेट first time I'm meeting Deep. I was on Monday at an event at Sofitel, and I came to know of a trust जिनमें Deep के though he had a private job placement offer available, Samarth Trust from Nasik. He chose to further work for God knows how much time. But what I heard from the Manish Muljal, I heard from Manish bhai that he's probably left at private jobs. 2 companies offered you the job and he chose to work at that sanstha, which by the way, sirs, is focusing on soft skills development, on ethics, and these are the areas that we are also focusing on, other than guidance in education. So it's good, and Riya and Vidhi, all participants of the previous years. So gap में जब again suddenly I see them, it's a lot of pride feeling that I get. Thank you all for letting us do what we are able to do. And as I announce, okay, can I have Tarla Ben Cheda to please give out the 3rd position in your group? Tarla Ben Cheda, yes. And then Dinesh uncle will be next. And then Lax uncle will be there. Tarla Kaki, she is my Kaki. You will give out the award to Deep Divyesh Narendra Shah, Gam Sheridi, Hale Sangli. Your computer engineering from Somaiya, right? And now you are with Samarth Trust in Nasik, but operating from Sangli in Nasik. Good to know. Dinesh uncle, yes sir. Yes sir. Sir, you will give the 2nd position award. Bino T. Prasham. Paresh, Kantilal Shah, Gam Kodai.
DJ Asif SK.
No, please say it, sir. Mukina, enjoy money, sir.
First I met him Prasham for the mum, the new program we were going to start, and today I see him in a something different mood.
That's good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Lax uncle, आप किसको देना चाहेंगे?
मैं तो सबको
वो तो है.
मेरे लिए सब एक साथ.
Yes. सर आप देंगे किसको? प्लीज फ्रॉम लाइजा हाले कांदिवली, रिया महेश गड्डा. शिल्पा जी, मुकेश भाई. Shilpa Ben, the runner-ups of the grad group. So there's scope of improvement at every stage. And it's lovely to say Shilpa ji will give it to the girl from Khargar and Gam Nagalpur. She is Hetal Samir Lakshmichand Dedia. Where is she, your daughter? Achbar, okay. मुकेश भाई आप देंगे जैना परेश कांतिलाल शाह को, जो बिट्स हैदराबाद से पढ़ाई की है एंड करंटली आई बिलीव एट एप्पल. किशोर भाई छेड़ा, पापा कैन यू प्लीज? Okay. Okay. You will give it out, sir, to Dr. Kunjal Anish Raghavji Gala, Gam Bhojai. Dr. VK, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. आपका डबल ड्यूटी है एज अ ज्यूरी मेंबर एंड फॉर गिविंग मोर मोटिवेशन. सर यू विल गिव इट टू विधि शैलेश कल्याण जी रामबिया, गाम भोजाय, करंटली लिविंग एट वडाला. What is it? Contract आने, I have to make it clear कि Deep is on my safe side. मेरे को मालूम है. लेकिन जो faces मैं पहचानता हूँ कि शायद आपकी daughter वो है, तो मैं इसका face याद आएगा. But what is it that made you again crack this, or what is it that you improvised on? Self-evaluation, SWOT analysis करते हैं ना? आगे आ जाओ.
First of all, thank you for considering me an eligible candidate and making me believe in my own credibility that yes, I can achieve the first place. So thank you. The thing that made me the first candidate or the first winner was conviction. Conviction is the only word that I define my qualities with. Conviction in your work, conviction in your relations. Conviction, अगर बा कच्ची में चेला बनूं तो दृढ़ता मतलब स्ट्रांगनेस. आइन जे भी कहो, जे भी बोलो, whatever activities you do it with conviction. I also have a small speech right now. The winner of 12th category, Nishta Gada, I am very proud of her because she is my student at my online coaching unit, Logical Learning. So she made me a winner twice, by this and by coming first. So I'm really proud of you, Nishta.
Thank you. Thank you. Any reason or anything that you want to say कि भाई आपको क्या लगता है कहाँ पर कैसे in your respective process कि why I didn't come first, why I didn't come second? Vidhi, you have something in mind, right? No? But there is, evaluations on that. But how many of y'all के मम्मी लोग को तो मैं नहीं पूछ सकता हूँ क्योंकि आप आगे आए ना पीछे वो बोर्ड पीछे गिर जाएगा. How many of you 1, 2, 3, 4 आपने evaluation scores last time के check किए थे?
Come in and we had casually discussed, but बैठ के with parents, no.
But for you, parents के साथ नहीं किया, I can understand.
Yeah,
for you,
yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You found some.
After 12th.
हाँ जी.
So I was also second back then. So yeah.
So कुछ था उसमें जो आपने improvise किया, ऐसा कुछ था scope of improvement कि नहीं ये सही है इसलिए तुमको ये time भी मिल गया?
नहीं. The entire process of looking back into as to what you did and how you did, that is very revealing and that helps build as you go ahead. And I think this time the essay and the extempore, which were I think new additions to the process, I think they really helped us a lot, especially for the jury to identify how you can articulate and how you can speak. That were very good additions to the entire screening process.
Good. Yeah. Good. Deep, anything you want to add from your side? If there is, because maybe next event.
I had a small speech prepared if I could just.
Short and sweet, right there.
Small.
Huh?
Can I use the?
Sure, come. It's short and sweet.
Eminent trustees, eminent dignitaries, jury members, Bhavesh Bhai, volunteers, my colleagues, my friends, and all the parents. I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to DDKF for organizing this event. I'm also sorry for coming late here. I missed the opportunity to listen to many great personalities present here. But from few personalities that I heard, the talks were on ethics, the talks were on owning up to mistakes, the talks were on integrity. Now, what do these all things sum up to? These sum up to values. So, in our organization, we focus on 5 things. The first is goal. Any student that needs to think of his or her future needs to focus on goal. Second is, after getting the goal, he or she needs to have the knowledge, gather knowledge. Thirdly, he or she needs to have the right attitude, the right approach. Always be positive, always keep trying. Fourthly, he or she needs to develop those skills required for his or her future goals. And fifth, and the most important thing, is values. Now, why is value kept fifth? When you keep books, when you keep a stack of books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you remove the fifth book, the entire pile of book falls off. So that's what explains how values are important. Without values, nothing else matters. Lastly, I would like to conclude by quoting Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our ex-president. He said, "Don't take rest after your first victory, because there are many lips waiting to say that your first victory was just a luck in case you don't win second time." So that raises the bar for all of us, and I hope we all keep doing the hard work. Thank you.
Shilpa ji, okay. शिल्पा जी, आपके लिए now it is जी. This is another question from our participants. Okay. With your experience, ground level and up to the current position, why is it important to balance the speaking and listening among group members. ऐसा क्या? हाँ, वो.
All right, thanks.
Yes, आप इधर, please.
Thank you. So congratulations to all the teams, to all the children here actually. The question is pertaining to group discussion, which many of you all obviously, each one of you actually participated in. And I just wanted to highlight, he pointed out two very key words, speaking and listening. And that's really part of what Ankur spoke about earlier, communication style. While you want to speak, while you want to make a point, what is equally important is listening skills. And how do you do that simultaneously? Because as you want to grow in your respective careers, you need to balance both. You need to be able to listen. And by the way, listening is different than hearing. Listening is actually assimilating what you have heard. And putting it in context and speaking together. Now, why are these very important in a discussion? Because what you're able to do is you're able to gauge in a room, in a meeting, what's happening. You're the person who can show your leadership skills. Remember, this is when I say listening and speaking and group discussion, this is not a debate. And in any room, often you're in a room, you're in a meeting, group discussions happen, debates, do happen. I'm not saying they don't happen, but ideally you want to be in a discussion. And your ability to flex really talks about your leadership. Your ability to simultaneously listen, assimilate, speak, summarize, pull the team together. Because what you're doing is you're making sure each one, you're pulling in, you're making sure that they're included and they're participating in the conversation. So extremely important skills from a leadership point of view. All the best and keep practicing, please.
Okay. Thank you again. Thank you. We are now going to proceed with the post graduation. उसके बाद मुकेश भाई आपके लिए भी क्वेश्चन है, बाप रे बाप. फिर गिरीश जी आपके लिए भी क्वेश्चन है. हाँ. They have been very specific, so I will come to it. But I shall first call now Ronit to please announce alphabetical list of the postgrad participants. Thank you. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I hope I'm audible. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. It is now time to call upon our most experienced, most veteran candidates in the entire LNMA process. A lot of them have been a part of the process several times before, and a lot of them you will see that the candidates themselves could not be here because they are in multiple places around the world, which just speaks to how experienced they are, that they have reached places and they're doing wonderful things. So they are genuinely an inspiration. All of them are an inspiration for the candidates here, volunteers, and other students who are in this audience to look up to and to learn something from. So without any delay, I would like to call upon the participants. First, Bharvi Paresh Hirji Chheda, Gam Bidra, Rejo Vile Parle. She has done her Masters in Management Studies in Heritage Management. Next, Devanshi Dhiren Murji Gala, Gam Kotada Roha, Rejo Sydney. She has done her MSc in Nutrition and Dietetic Practice.
Gold Coast, Australia. That's what, yeah, we know. Australia.
Sydney,
Gold Coast. It's okay.
Gold Coast, Australia. Next, Gitika Kirti Chimanlal Sethia, Gam Vadala, Rejo Kandivli. She has done her PGDM in Media and Entertainment. Next, Jainam Hitesh Raghavji Soni, Gam Bhorara, Rejo North Carolina. He has done his MSc in Computer Science. Next, Nihal Vipul Dheeraj Nagda, Gam Naredi, Rejo Kandivli. He has done his MBA in Finance. Next, Nikita Arvind Khimji Shah, Gam Navinar, Rejo Maastricht, the Netherlands. She has done her MSc in Conservation and Restoration of Cultural Heritage. Next, Nishita Pradeep Lalji Shah, Gam Sanosara, Rejo Thane. She has done her MA in education. And our final candidate is Preksha Jayesh Ratilal Soni, Gam Desalpur, Rejo Matunga. She has done her PGDM in marketing. Now I hand over the mic to Sir. Thank you.
Okay. Can I request Kekin Bhai to please come on the stage? This is for the postgraduate group, sir. और आप देंगे the third position to Bharvi Paresh Hirji Chheda Gam Bidra. That's her mother. Congratulations, ma'am. और आप वहीं, yes, right there. Yes. नवीन भाई गंगर. सर, ये पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट का जो सेकंड पोजीशन है, this boy, well, it's not only you, there's a mother of a boy as well, so this boy helped us in interning the DDKF internship program. Is मुझे जो को याद अच्छे तो जैनम जो को छोकरो, yeah, so the second position goes to Jainam Hitesh Raghavji Soni, Gam Bhurara. He is currently in North Carolina pursuing his computer science. Congratulations, Ayanke. And Ajay bhai, can I ask you to please give the top position of the postgrad group to Preksha Jayesh Ratilal Soni, Gam Desalpur, Matunga. Hello. Congratulations, Preksha, Jainam and Bharvi. Yes. Jainam के खबर है कहीं event online है? He is aware. But, acha, okay. Can I request KM Gala sir, Vipul Bhai Shah and Bimal Vora to please come here? KM uncle, yes. Vipul Bhai. Vipul Bhai Shah. Is Vipul Bhai hai ki? Sir, hi. Yes, you will please give the runner-ups award to Devanshi Dhiren Murji Gala. The daughter is currently pursuing nutrition and dietitian practice in Gold Coast in Australia. Congratulations, ma'am. Vipul bhai, आप देंगे गीतिका कीर्ति चिमिनलाल सेठिया को गांव बड़ाला. विमल भाई, आप देंगे निहाल विपुल धीरज नागड़ा को गांव नरेडी, currently pursuing MBA Finance, Ale Kandivali. Kokila Pen again, Kokila auntie, is she here? Harish bhai Gogri is here, sir. Harish bhai? Yes, sir. Nikita Arvind Khimji Shah, Gam Navinar, and currently she is in the Netherlands. In your family, thi koi aave hai? No, right? She's not come, yeah. Sir, aap denge Nishita Pradeep Lalji Shah ko. Is she here? Both are not there. Both are not there. Sorry. But I'll call you for the next awards. Our merit scholarship is still pending. Thank you again. And Preksha, would you like to say something? Please do. मेरे क्वेश्चंस बहुत हैं बाय द वे, लेकिन पहले आपको चांस दे रहा हूँ.
Manike Jai Jinendra. I was a participant of LNMA last year also. and this year as well. So I think I was introduced to LNMA from my parents were one who introduced me to it. અને એક અંજી જોકો વાત આય કે કેવીઓ જે કમ્યુનિટી જોકો પંજે મળે સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ કે આટલો મોટિવેશન દેતી ऊ ઓનજી પ્રાઇડ મૂકે ગચ્ચ વધારે આય बिकॉज જ્યારે મુझे બે ફ્રેન્ડ સાથે વાત કહી હતી કે યુ નો મુझे કમ્યુનિટી में હટલો મળે થઈએ તો દે આર લાઈક યુ ટુ લકી અસાગે હેડી સ્કોપ જ નાય સો આઈ એમ really appreciative of that fact and very glad કે જોકો મળે કમિટી મેમ્બર્સ અહીં હટલો હેલ્પ કહી હતા અને ઇટ્સ નોટ જસ્ટ એડ્યુકેશન સ્પિરિચ્યુઅલ જોકો પાંજો જૈન ધર્મ जा संस्कार हैं कि एड्युकेशन बेस्ड है कि भाई कोई भी फील्ड में जड़ा भी जो लोग अज्ञा बने था अने हटलो ओपन कल्चर के अहीं साथे बात करे सको प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्किंग करे सको आई थिंक बहु ज वधारे पॉजिटिव एसेट है अने आई वुड जस्ट वॉन्ट टू से कि मळे स्टूडेंट्स के अने मळे पेरेंट्स के हन प्रोसेस में एक बार पार्टिसिपेट करनो खपे बिकॉज जो को आंजो नेटवर्किंग वधे तो जो को आंजो कॉन्फिडेंस वधे तो that's to very next level and it helps you ace in your professional career. And I think last year to this year, I've grown in my professional career from an executive to a manager, and I would like to thank that to the entire process of LNMA. So I think it really helps. And Mula Kare, LNMA means let's now move ahead. So I think that's the new meaning of LNMA for me, that I'm Jada Va and Ayo. Hodati, it will always take you ahead. So let's now move ahead, all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations again, all mothers as well. Thank you. We'll go on now with the Merit Scholarship Awards. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Haji. Sorry? Fine. So I'll have Kokila Bin give out. Yes. Kokila aunty कहाँ गई? Sorry. Done, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The mother of Nikita, who is currently in the Netherlands and from Hyderabad, has asked Lax uncle to receive the award on her behalf. Kokila aunty, can I please ask you to give Nikita's runner-up award to Lax uncle on her behalf? Yes. We'll courier it to her. Thank you, aunty. Oh. It's okay.
Nikita was our winner also, and you know, very interesting thing about Nikita for our community to know. She is into restoration of old heritage museum art. She was working with PMO office in Delhi before she went to Netherlands. And she is one girl whom, you know, how do you support, Chandrakant, how do you support somebody who is going for such a course through our community? You know, lakh rupiya loan diyo ki na. So Inlex gave her 100% scholarship for the study, fees, accommodation and travel. All of that. Because Vasanti is our, you know, Hyderabad, she looks after our education, all the DDKF activities. She called me to receive, so I have to come. But this is a really, how our students have now gone beyond just engineering, medicine and all. Working, and now she's pursuing, the university now has asked her to continue for PhD in Amsterdam itself. So she's continuing with PhD. Restoration now at an international level. I think she worked in London Museum also. So that is the inspiration that Nikita, and I have known Nikita for so many years now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Can I now have a little change of program so that there is a little flavor to it, and ask all our esteemed jury members to please come on the stage, sirs and madams. Shilpa Bain, Girish Bhai, Mukesh Bhai, Mahesh Ji, Kishore Ji, Dr. Ajit Salvi, Dr. V.K. Shah, Dr. Manilal Gadda, Vijay Bhai Maniyar. Please, sir. Am I missing anyone? Dr. V.K., yes. Shilpa ji, yes. And Ankur Mehta, is he here? थोड़ा आगे आ जाओ, प्लीज थोड़ा आगे आइए, एकदम फ्रंट में आइए, बिकॉज थोड़ा और आगे. This parents and participants of the 8th LNMA, this is part of the jury that is here, and please, I cannot express जो टाइम का भोग जैसे आपने दिया है, बच्चों ने दिया है और जो इन्होंने दिया है, it's commendable, and thank you every one of you. Thank you. और अभी जो आप स्टेज पे हैं, मैं ऐसे छोड़ूंगा तो नहीं, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस तो आंसर करने ही हैं, और ये क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं. एक तो मुकेश भाई आपका क्वेश्चन है, वो मैं आंसर नहीं कर सकता. आंसर नहीं कर सकता. एक सेकंड, आपका इधर ही है. सर जी, check. Yeah. So this question is specifically to you. What according to you is success, and how can we achieve that success in our life? I believe this is after the PI got over. So because उसके पहले questions नहीं आए थे, तो PI होने के बाद पूछा है what according to him or a jury member, I am assuming that, is success, and how can we achieve that success in our life? बहुत wide question है sir.
बहुत
simple भी है, काम आसान हो गया.
It's very simple. I think हम लोग जब अभी बैठे थे तभी भी something similar talk we had. Successful होने के लिए आप जो हैं वो ही बने रहिए. That's all. हम दूसरों को कॉपी करने को ट्राई करते हैं. अगर आप एप्पल है, हम बोलते हैं नहीं एप्पल ठीक नहीं है, मुझे तो मैंगो बनना है, तो आप नहीं बन सकते. तो बी जेन्यून, जो आप है खुद को पहचानिए. हु एम आई, एंड दैट इज द सक्सेस.
सर और
क्वेश्चन है या मुझे और
नहीं?
कुछ
क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि नहीं, हम चाहते हैं कि आप जो एक्सपीरियंस डॉक्टर अजीत साल्वी के साथ हुआ इन द लास्ट पीआई, जहाँ पर मैं विटनेस था फॉर अदर रीजंस, तो ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स, आप इतने सालों से जुड़े हैं विद DDKF's प्रोसेस, व्हाट कैन बी डन ऑफ सर्टन एग्जाम्पल्स? maybe you can throw some light on what happened and how can we make those changes? What is the scope of our improvement in that?
If we are to improve, I think we all need to motivate each other. So for me, if I can say कि CA हो गया, all those things happened in my life, but I started studying again at the age of 45. Yeah, and I'll tell you who that person was. He was his uncle, Mr. Jayant Chheda. We were together. वो हमारे KCF के president थे. I was also in the committee. और बातचीत होती रहती है. And he said that मुकेश, जब heart attack आया तो उसके बाद I did an MBA course, कुछ executive program I did at the age of 40. And I said if he can do it, and you know he talks with so much vigor, energy, you get motivated, you get inspired. I wouldn't say motivated, now inspired, that I started studying after that. And my पढ़ना और पढ़ाना शुरू हुआ. So I became a visiting faculty also at Velinkers. So thank you for, I always told him thank you, but once again to Jayan Bhai Chheda. So that's like we have to motivate each other. Like Bhavesh is doing a grand job. We all are motivating each other. Made sansthaon panji kachi samajju are doing great. I think that's a great motivation. Everybody calls you, "Arey Mukesh bhai, ye karna hai," ya sabko bulate, and we come over here. So it's great motivation. Two things I'll like to add.
Please.
One is about group discussion. I told Bhavesh bhai कि इस time I was not happy with the GD because everybody was trying to show their talent. तो मैं हमेशा एग्जाम्पल दे के समझाना बेटर समझता हूँ. आप लोगों को जो जीडी में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे थे, आपको क्या लग रहा था? हम क्रिकेट टीम का चयन करना चाहते थे या कैप्टन ढूंढना चाहते थे? जीडी इज अबाउट फाइंडिंग अ कैप्टन, और आप लोग इस तरह खेल रहे थे कि हमारी ये 15 लोगों की टीम में हमारा चयन हो. That was the biggest mistake which you people were doing. And a captain need not be a best player. I'll give you an example of Mike Brearley. आप लोगों ने सुना नहीं रहेगा शायद उसका नाम. इंग्लैंड का कैप्टन था. विघ्नेश भाई को तो सब मालूम रहेगा, क्रिकेट में इतने. लेकिन इयान बॉथम का आपने नाम सुना रहेगा. The greatest all-rounder the world has ever produced. उसको बनाने में सबसे बड़ा हाथ था was Mike Brearley. So Mike Brearley played total 39 test matches and he captained England for 31 test matches. So 8 matches के बाद उनको कैप्टन बनाया गया. अब आप बोलोगे कि कैप्टन has to be very good, you know. His batting average is only 22.9. But one of the most successful captains of England, and he has lost only 4 test matches. तो आप चयन उसको करते हैं जो देश को जीता सकता है. कैप्टन नीड नॉट बी द बेस्ट प्लेयर. सो आप लोग सब कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मैं बेस्ट प्लेयर बनूं, लेकिन हम लोग ढूंढ रहे थे कैप्टन.
थैंक यू मुकेश भाई.
वन मोर अबाउट पीआई ऑल्सो.
पीआई, यस.
जो इनके लिए है.
यस.
और जब पीआई के लिए आप आते हैं, यू आर फेसिंग द जूरी. 3-4 लोग बैठे, 2 या 3-4 लोग. यू ऑलवेज हैव अ क्वेश्चन कि जूरी क्या पूछेगा, राइट? हमको आपके बारे में कुछ नहीं मालूम. सो व्हाट वी कैन आस्क इज एनीथिंग, राइट? लाइक वी आर ऑल एक्सपर्ट्स इन आवर डोमेन, सो कॉल्ड. सो वी कैन आस्क यू एनीथिंग. ये एक बड़ा समुंदर हो गया, क्या पूछ सकते हैं. अब यू नो समथिंग एंड यू डू नॉट नो समथिंग. Obviously, what you do not know is much more than what you know. Now, if you want to be successful in your PI, if you want to do good, you have 3 choices. Allow us to ask anything. Allow us to ask what you are not good at. Or help us know what you are good at.
True.
So, the process is called nudging. You know what is nudging? Yeah. मैंने पुश नहीं किया, थोड़ा नज किया है.
नजिंग.
जस्ट थोड़ा नज किया है ना? किसी को पता नहीं चलना चाहिए. So that is called nudging. How you can, you know, आप बातें शुरू करते हैं, हम आपको पूछते हैं, tell us something about yourself. आप नच करिए कि मैं आप जो जानते हैं उसके बारे में ही पूछूं. योर गेम इज सेट. बिकॉज हम लोग भी अरे क्या पूछा जाए. आप लोग आते हैं ना, उसके पहले शिल्पा बहन करो पूछबो. यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू आस्क यू. सो योर स्मार्टनेस लाइज इन नजिंग अस टू आस्क यू व्हाट यू नो. नाउ जैसे आई थिंक हाँ लेक्स जी ने बताया, it is not important whether you are right or wrong. Don't worry about what you are right or wrong, because आपका जो topic of interest में हम लोग शायद उसमें expert ही नहीं होंगे, कुछ पता ही नहीं रहेगा. You start talking about cryptocurrency and we may not be knowing anything, but you start blah 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 blah. वो सारी बोले क्या? So you need not worry. When we talk in college, we give lecture. We don't worry. You know the success का राज. कुछ लोग सोए होंगे. बोरिंग प्रोफेसर है. आप बोलते जाओ. कुछ लोग सोए नहीं होंगे लेकिन बातचीत करते होंगे, तो दे मे नॉट लिसन व्हाट यू हैव सेड. सो आप राइट है रॉन्ग है नहीं. सो कॉन्फिडेंस एज इज सेड. सो यू हैव टू नज अस टू आस्क यू व्हाट यू वांट अस टू आस्क यू. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू. गिरीश जी, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं I know that question has come from somewhere. How does one judge leadership in a GD? 10th standard और 12th standard आपके group categories थी. तो 10th standard और 12th standard में where is and how is it that the leadership is Sort.
Yeah, I think Shilpa had mentioned this when she talked, that communication, GD is all about communication. And a key part of the GD is the ability to listen and then absorb and then communicate back, right? And then there's also the Mike Braley example that he gave. It's a lot of times in a good group discussion, how you can show your leadership is not necessarily being the loudest in the room or loudest in the GD, but you can put your own points across, but if you listen, sometimes you can summarize some things or a few points from multiple people and summarize it best. A good example of a leader who's done really well from India is Sundar Pichai, right? If Google CEO. And it's often said of him that he's the last person to speak in the room, and in fact, most of the meetings he used to not speak, right? He used to just listen to what other people are saying, and then summarize the thing well, and maybe put a hybrid point across. So as you all develop your own careers, that's a really key skill, right? One is the knowledge and your skills and all of that, but when you try and become a leader, that's what's important, and that's what's really looked at in a GD.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. Let it be there. विजय भाई और किशोर भाई कवाड़िया जी, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस में, क्योंकि आपने दोनों ने अलग-अलग कैटेगरीज को परखा, किशोर भाई के एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से और विजय भाई के एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से जो अलग-अलग कैटेगरीज भी थी. So what is it that you all found this year? And both of you all have been attached with us since 3-4 years now, I believe, with the process of our jury. Yeah, sir, or Kishore bhai. I have another mic here. Yeah. So, Kishore bhai.
Welcome to the program. And what I like the most is, like, as Mr. Jain said, how we are diversifying from the issues of law, doctorate, engineering to newer areas. I'm really astounded with this issue of heritage culture renovation. And the other gentleman, will you please get up, the fellow who's moved to Samarth. I salute you. I salute you for the reason that you have decided to take an area where your heart lies. And this is what is expected, Kindly move from conventional degree and achievement and all that. Figure out where is that where your heart lies. And this is what I've observed over a period of time.
Yes, sir.
Over a period of time, this is what I've observed. And sky's the limit. If today it is what you're doing in Samarth and all that, tomorrow is going to be still better. Sir. Yeah. So look forward to that. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vijay bhai.
I think, if you ask me this year, what I saw was I got a complex. Because, over the years, what I've seen, and this year was completely different. When the PI I took, all the three girls were amazing. Confidence, good communication skills, willing to experiment. And I think this is one thing which, was different this year, is all of them want experiences. And they were looking at different experiences and then deciding what is my future. So that is one thing which I, found. Actually, I got a complex because, I have not seen this kind of maturity, their thought process, what they are doing, what they want to do, give it back to society. I think that is what, I would not have imagined it at that level when I was that level.
Understood, sir. There is another question, Dr. Gadda ke liye, ki
Can you hear me?
Yes, the mics are all working, sir. The पांचों के experience, whatever we experience, हमने जो experience किया 2-4 सालों में और ये 2021 में, there are a lot of participants that you all didn't see. जो qualifying process थी. But you all saw their respective group discussion. ऐसा भी हुआ रहेगा ना कि आपने किसका एक्सपेक्टेशन रखा कि नहीं ये बंदा कि ये बंदी तो होना ही चाहिए था पीआई में, क्या हो गया होगा उसके साथ? हम वो एनालाइज करते ही हैं, और प्रोग्राम्स जो अभी रिसोर्स पीपल के साथ ऑलरेडी बात चालू है, वेयर एज अ जनरल फीडबैक व्हाट डू यू थिंक वुड हैव बीन देयर एरियाज वेयर द इम्प्रूवमेंट जो आना चाहिए था थ्रू द जीडी टू गेट इनटू द पीआई एंड दोज whom you saw in the PI, तो डिफरेंस क्या था सर?
2-3 things which मैं बोलना चाहूँगा. कच्छी में बोलना कि
सर हिंदी इज बेटर,
हिंदी
कच्छी इज वेलकम.
नहीं, कच्छी में नहीं, मैं हिंदी में ही बात करूँगा, so everybody can understand.
यस सर.
हमारी जो ट्रेनिंग है, हमारी जो बच्चों को हम बड़ा करते हैं, टेल मी हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू आस्क योर चिल्ड्रन, यहाँ पर जो पेरेंट्स हैं, जो यहाँ पर जो ग्रैंडफादर्स वगैरह हैं, मैं उनको पूछना चाहूँगा कि उनके बच्चों के लिए कभी उन्होंने बोला कि बेटा तुम डिसाइड करो और हम फॉलो करेंगे? जो थिंकिंग, कम्युनिकेशन वगैरह हम जो इस एज में बात कर रहे हैं, 20, 25, 30 बरस में, उसका फाउंडेशन हमको ही डालना है. लेकिन वो जब बच्चे 3, 4, 5 साल के रहेंगे तब. आप सबने मेरी डॉटर के बारे में काफ़ी सुना है, डॉक्टर दीप्ति शाह. बिलीव मी, वो जब 11 बरस की थी, हम यूएसए गए थे उस समय पे, उसने पूरा टूर वो लीड कर रही थी हमें एट एज ऑफ 11. और उसको आप अभी देख रहे हो कि वो क्या है. यानी हमारी जो ट्रेनिंग है, हम बच्चों को जिस तरह से बड़ा करते हैं, मैं आज देख रहा हूं कि सब बच्चों को हम सब चीजें उनको हाथ में देते हैं, क्योंकि काफी सारी फैक्टर्स हैं. एक ही बच्चा रहता है. पहले हमारे पास 4-5 बच्चे थे. मैं अपनी बात करूं, हाँ, तो हम 6 भाई बहन हैं, और 6 में से आज एक पे आ गया, और काफी लोगों को एक भी नहीं है, वो अलग बात है. लेकिन एक बच्चों को आप किस तरह से बड़ा करते हो? कभी आप उसको ना बोलते हो? आपके पास पैसे भी आ गए हैं, प्रोग्रेस हो गया है, और एक ही बच्चा है, बेटा तो का खपा एक घन वो चैन गया पण गनेडी होता. बाय डूइंग दैट आप उनकी पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट नहीं होता है. और अगर हम ऋषि मुनियों के जमाने में जाएं, पुराने जमाने में, हमारे कल्चर में जाएं, श्री कृष्ण ने पढ़ाई कहाँ की थी? गुरुकुल में, राइट? ऋषि मुनि के यहाँ. और ऋषि मुनि के घर पे जाके उसको जंगल में भी जाना पड़ता था. तो वो एजुकेशन है, वो पढ़ाई है. ये पढ़ाई हम कहाँ कर रहे हैं? हम सिर्फ एजुकेशन, एकेडमिक एजुकेशन पर ही ध्यान देते हैं. और मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि मैं जब केईएम में गया, मेरे यहाँ क्लासमेट्स भी हैं, लक्ष्य जैन हैं और चंद्रकांत भाई भी हैं, वो सब मेरे क्लासमेट्स हैं. मैं केईएम में गया, और उस समय पे केईएम वाज ऑन द टॉप लिस्ट. सो मेडिकल कॉलेज में जाना है, तो अगर आप पहले 100 में हो, 150 में हो, तो आप केईएम में जाओगे. सो बट कैन यू बिलीव मी कि मेरे साल का फर्स्ट क्लास फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट कमिटेड सुइसाइड. ये सभी आपको हो कर लगे, आपको सरप्राइज हो रहा है. मेरे अगले साल का फर्स्ट क्लास फर्स्ट गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट कमिटेड सुइसाइड. सो 160 स्टूडेंट में से अगर एक, वो भी टॉप रैंकिंग, सुइसाइड कमिट करता है, तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है. इट्स अ हाई परसेंटेज. एंड वन ऑफ द रीजन इज कि उन्होंने कभी फेलियर देखा ही नहीं है. हमारे बच्चों को ना कहते और उसको सहन करने की कैपेसिटी, वो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर आपको चाहिए कि आपके बच्चे आगे चल के, जो अभी हम कई बार देखते हैं, अरे he committed suicide, that person committed suicide. तो हमको उस समय पे अचरज सा होता है, नवाई लगती है, लेकिन आप बैकग्राउंड में जाओगे तो वही है कि वो फेलियर कभी भी सहन नहीं कर सकता है. और केएम में तो एटमॉस्फेयर ही उस प्रकार का रहता है कि जब मैं ज्यूरी से ये शेयर कर रहा था तब एक वॉलंटियर ने क्या कहा. One of the volunteer who was in final year MBBS at that time. Good. If that volunteer is here, he can share the.
सर शेयरिंग का हम लोग सिलसिला आगे बढ़ाएंगे बिल्कुल, बट अभी ये जो एक छोटा सा एक प्रोसेस बाकी है बस वो.
So my only point is कि हम किस तरह से बच्चों को बड़ा करते हैं और वो सोशल इंटेलिजेंस एकेडमिक इंटेलिजेंस की मैं बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट और सोशल इंटेलिजेंस उस पर ध्यान दो और उसके बारे में जो करना है आज के समय में उस पर करो. और वही रीजन आती है जीडी और पीआई में डिफरेंस.
Got it?
कि उनका नेचर, उनकी पर्सनालिटी, कि दूसरों के साथ जब मिक्स होना होता है, दूसरों के साथ ग्रुप में बैठ के डिस्कस करना होता है, सो इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप वो नहीं कर सकते हैं, वो नहीं मेंटेन कर सकते हैं. हम फ्रेंड्स तो बनाते हैं लेकिन फ्रेंडशिप कितने सालों हमारी टिकती है. थोड़ा सा ही तकलीफ हो गया, थोड़ा सा ही डिफरेंट ओपिनियन हो गया, हम सिर्फ फट करके वो फ्रेंडशिप तोड़ देते हैं बिकॉज हम बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते. सो प्लीज मेरी पेरेंट्स और ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से रिक्वेस्ट है कि आपके घर में जो भी बच्चे हैं उनको अगर ना सुनने की आदत डालो, लेकिन वो भी ना जहाँ जरूरत है वहाँ. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू. थैंक यू. Yes, sir. So, a quick one. Quick one. Yeah.
So, how we have progressed over a period of time, and sorry, how we have progressed over a period of time. What surprised me very happily is that today we had volunteers from operating out of Pittsburgh in USA. And I was with him during our evening time and next day morning time. And he was still alive and jovially good. Now this is what has progressed over a period of time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
I salute that commitment of the volunteers. We have Saloni here and two big, Bhavesh and Nehal. I've been observing for last 8 years, and salute to these people as we said, burning night oil.
She's
yes, and the whole team. And one last word. What I observed as you were asking, as we have progressed, I can never imagine a KVO girl winning Spell Bee contest.
Spell Bee contest, yeah.
Now, Spell Bee contest is too much of American and all that, but that Spell Bee contest winner here, who is here in KVO, is a good guiding student for the future generation of KVO. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. सर, आपने नेहल और हमें जो ब्लेसिंग्स दिए हैं, हमारी तरफ से हम आपको एक ऐसी बुक देना चाहते हैं जो हमारे जो दोस्त बनते हैं ना, तो लैक्स अंकल के आशीर्वाद तो बहुत हैं. तो हमको शिल्पा बेन मिले, अभी उनके हस्बैंड भी मिले हमको. तो अतुल भाई एक ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ जुड़े थे, APD, and from there there was another trustee, Mr. S. Mohan Rao. He's written a book, a very simple book. और बहुत महत्व है उस बुक का, क्योंकि I think when I started reading, I've still only finished 30 pages. It made me go back in time when I was probably 7-8 years old. I went to college. The first time I went to Gateway of India. वो सब memories याद आई. And the book is called Reflections. तो वो बुक नेहल और मैं आपको देना चाहते हैं. And the proceedings of this purchase of the book that we have done will go indirectly to APD, which is based in Bangalore. Am I right, sir? It's based in Bangalore. So Atul bhai, आप आके पहली book आप हमारे jury members को दीजिए, please. Atul bhai, thank you. And Lax uncle, thank you for mentioning this book and giving us our support system over here as well. It is Reflections by S. Mohan Rao. Simple book है, कोई हाई फंडा इंग्लिश नहीं है, नॉर्मल अपने जैसे एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं. लेकिन वो रिफ्लेक्शंस में कैसे खुद की जिंदगी, उसकी कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ, उसके दोस्तों की लाइफ, हाउ ही इज एबल टू मनूवर दैट. थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू जूरी मेंबर्स, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. हाँ जी, थोड़ा, हाँ जी, मैं उनका तो वो पूरा सर आप यहाँ से लीजिए. महेश भाई, प्लीज डू द ऑनर्स ऑफ इंट्रोड्यूसिंग योरसेल्फ टू आवर ऑडियंस.
So I am Mahesh. I work for Bayer. I am in the field of sustainability. Thank you.
I'm Vijay Manyar. I've just retired from EY and I'm doing things which I've not done in my past 60 years.
Dr. Manilal Gada, psychiatrist. KVO community जो first psychiatrist है यहाँ. Thank you.
I'm Girish Nair. I run an organization called Curiosity Gym, which works with students to develop their careers.
Sir, और आपकी college, university?
Sorry, I'm from IIT Bombay and been in Silicon Valley for a long time.
Again, जो support system की बात कर रहा हूँ, thank you to Atul bhai who recommended Girish bhai's name. And Shilpa ji to Lax uncle, thank you.
Hi, I'm Shilpa. I used to work with Unilever. I'm currently on a career break, hoping to start going back to work next week, actually.
All right. Okay. All right.
I am Dr. V.K. Shah from Bombay, and I passed from Sion Hospital. And maybe I was the first cardiologist from our community. I see so many aspiring students here. Let me tell you that I am singularly one of the most luckiest person as a doctor who got so much rewards and help from the community, And I'm so happy to see all of you here, so happy. Because those days when I was doing, there were hardly any organizations like this to help us, And I was singularly, Lex will bear that with me, that I was singularly lucky in that, during those era, when so many of people have helped me to charter my course for further studies and going abroad. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Kishore Kavadia, student of sustainability and a student of my mentor here, Laksh Jain.
Hello, CA Mukesh Dedia, Director Gala Bansali. And for all the students who are afraid of failures, my friends took 3 years to complete their CA. I took 5 years. Thank you.
Group photo is okay? Sir, थोड़ा नज़दीक आके, so that's one for the record and we'll move to the merit scholarship. Nehal, come, please. आप आ जाओ. No, I'm good here. I'm good here, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, jury members. Thank you. I shall now call upon Wrinkle and Mehak to go ahead with the merit scholarship presentation. These are students who have secured admissions in prestigious institutions across India. And Wrinkle, over to you.
તાળીઓ એકદમ જોરથી સોળાણીઓ ખપે હાણે જે સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ના નાલા છે તે
fortunate to announce these names because these students have secured wonderful ranks in national level exams and secured their admissions in esteemed universities in India. So, as Mahek mentioned, Tadiu, Obhniuj na khape, Jorti Vagarija Tadiu. First name, Adit Atul Tokarshi Rambia, Gam Gundala, Rejo Grant Road, pursuing his BTech in Materials Engineering from IIT Gandhinagar, secured a rank, all India rank of
Your son got an award again. No, let them come together and then we'll call one by one.
Next.
Arvind Bhai Dedia, can you please come here? Arvind Bhai Dedia. Yes, sir, please.
Bhavya Atul Shantilal Visaria, Gam Ratadia Ganesh, Rejo Mulund, pursuing his BTech in Mechanical Engineering, College BITS Pilani, Goa campus.
Prashant Bhai.
Next we have Harsh Himanshu Chunilal Bora, Naranpur, Rejo Ghatkopar, pursuing his BTech from Computer Science Engineering from IIT Bombay and All India rank 70. Harsh Hitesh Mauji Shah, Gam Gundala, Rejo Dadar, pursuing his BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Bombay, All India rank in JEE 699. Heni Mehul Anandji Chheda, Punri, Rejo Goregaon, pursuing her BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Delhi, All India rank of 10155.
वो हमारा परमिशन कैसे?
Is Henny here?
Wrinkle one minute. Kevin? Okay.
Jinam Bhavesh Harakchand Kenya, Gam Mundra, Rejo Vileparle, pursuing his BTech in Computer Science, secured his admission in BITS Pilani Goa campus with a BITSAT score of 362 out of 450.
बोल दिया उसको बोल दिया इशारा बोल दिया चिराग आपका सर्टिफिकेट पता नहीं कहाँ खो गया है वो वहाँ प्रिंटर को बोलना पड़ेगा कि भाई तू जल्दी कुरियर वी फास्ट कर अभी क्यों is ready we'll get it here thank you Prashant sir
Okay, next Kevin Praful Lalji Baua, Prakpar, Rejo Kalyan, pursuing his BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from IIT Bombay, All India rank 78. Man Sachin Kantilal Chheda, Gam Bidda, Rejo Goregaon, pursuing his Chemical Engineering from ICT Mumbai, rank 1869 and MHCAT percentile 98.65. Yug Rajnikant Jetalal Dedia, Gam Bhorara, Rejo Dombivali, BTech in Computer Science and MS in Computing Human Sciences from IIT Hyderabad with an All India rank of 198. Is Yug here?
Yug is here no
Next.
एक second sister collected it got it okay
Next, Danish Jain Shah, Gam Ryan, Rejo Sandus Road, MS in Industrial Design from IIT Delhi. Seed All India rank 9. Is Danish here?
No. Mother is here. એટલે
તાળીઓ ઓપણ્યું ન ખપે.
એટલે હાણે અહીં આવ્યા અને ધનેશ અગર ના આવ્યો તો એણે અસી ન ડીવો પણ અહીં આવ્યો તો પ્લીઝ વેલકમ.
Next we have the lawyers of the community. Kanishk Bhavesh Karamshi Gala, Gam Ryan, Rejo Thana, Symbiosis College of Law. Slat score 44 on 60. Krishna Rohit Harilal Cheda, Gam Dumra, Rejo Vadala, BLS LLB, GMC, Mumbai. Nishtha Rajen Hemchand Gada, Manjal Redia, Rejo Matunga, BLS LLB, GLC, Mumbai. Biha Timal Popatlal Maru, Gam Mapar, Rejo Sayan, BA LLB from HNLU, Raipur. Next we have the doctors of the community, and I would request Mahek to take it ahead.
Starting with the doctors, we have Hasit Amar Jayantilal Nagda, Gam Vid, Rejo Mulund, MBBS from State GS Medical Hospital and KM Hospital, need AIR rank of 757. Next up, we have Dejul Rajesh Popatlal Dedia, Gam Luni, Rejo Goregaon. He is pursuing his Masters in Occupational Therapy, Specialty of Neurosciences, again from State GS Medical College and KM Hospital with a state rank of 3. Next up, we have Dr. Kunjal Anish Raghavji Gala, Gham Bhojai, Ghatkopar Rejo. She is pursuing DNB Ophthalmology in Arvind Eye Hospital, Chennai. Has a PG NEET rank of 7,829.
Philip Shah, yes, sir, can you please come ahead? Girish Bhai Kenya, Paras Bhai Savla, CA Paras Savla. There's two, so there are two Paras Savla. There's another Paras Savla behind who's not a CA. Can you please come forward, sir? Philip? Good. Yes.
Next up, we have Dr. Parin Manoj Harilal Cheda, Gam Kundrodi, Rejo Villeparla. He is pursuing MD Radiology from GMC Aurangabad with a state rank in PG NEET of 128. Do we have Parin? Rajvi Dilip Khimji Bheda, Gam Baroi, Rejo Sanpada. She is pursuing MD Dermatology from State GS Medical Hospital, College and KM Hospital, Mumbai. PG NEET AIR rank of 312. Rashi Virendra Amrutlal Gala, Rejo Borivli, Gam Nana Asambhya, is doing Masters in Physiotherapy, Specialty Cardiorespiratory Physiotherapy from Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Medical College and Sion Hospital with a PGP CET rank of 23. Next up, we have Yash Manoj Javerchand Dedhia, Gam Bidda, Rejo Kandivali, is pursuing his Masters in Occupational Therapy in Neurosciences from Nair Hospital He has a PGO CET state rank of 1. Panja doctors had khatam thya and hane we have students from management. We have Peony Jayesh Khimji Sethia, Karagogar and Rejo Santagruz is pursuing integrated program in management from IIM Indore and has an all India rank of 15.
Anil bhai, Anil Kenya is here. Anil Kenya. Shell Sangoi is here. Shell Sangoi. Yes.
Next up, we have Janvi Nilesh Amrutlal Savla, Gam Faradi, Rejo Sayan. She is pursuing PG program in business management from IIM Bangalore with a CAT percentile of 98.79. Next up, we have Meet Parag Arvind Shah, Gam Sadau, Rejo Borivli, a postgraduate program in management from IIM Indore and a CAT percentile of 97.05. Vatsal Hitesh Vasantlal Dedhia, Nani Khakar, Rejo Mulund is doing a PG program from IIM Kozhikode and a CAT rank of 97.92. Last but definitely not the least, we have a student from design. She is Heer Hiten Popatlal Shah, Gam Kodhai Rejo Gam Devi. She is pursuing bachelor's in design from NIFT Bangalore and her all India rank is 220. Thank you so much.
Shell bhai, Anil bhai, सब बच्चे यहाँ अभी तक नहीं पहुँचे, so but for the next year. Thank you. Are you done? Yes, this is good for you. Yeah, this is good. That's good. Yes, sir. Can I request Lax Uncle to please share the vote of thanks along with your note for gratitude? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, there'll be one last query of a student which I have kept it for the last. કે DDKF અને LNMA સાથે કોલા જોડાણું એનો છોકરી જો ક્વેશ્ચન આવ્યો હે, I don't know who has asked this, but why and how did you get associated with LNMA? તો હું જો જવાબ કદાચ અસી કમિટી મેમ્બર્સ માંથી દીવો. But sir, please. Thank you.
This Lex Kenya, ભાવે શું કહે છે કે આગે કેમ બોલે જો હે અને I decide કે અહીં કરો બોલતા, which is very interesting thing. We were always talking about subject of gratitude, પણ આવચો કે ના કે gratitude મતે ખાલી ના બોલનું. તો આજની ટોપિક મુજો હે qualities of an educated person, quality of an educated person and expressed gratitude. Okay, not just gratitude, but expressed gratitude. Now I will start my talk with talk karta pan ke all the students raise their hands. I am glad now all of you recognize, many of you recognize that all of you are student. Okay, so this talk is for everybody. Now, what is an educated person? Is it the one who dress nice, who has a tie and a suit wearing? What do we look for in an educated person? So, I will tell you a small story to begin with. When Lord Buddha, 2600 years ago, became a person with all the knowledge, right? He acquired the best of the best that is there. And the first thing he did was, in first 6 months or first 3 months, he taught to 60 people that time, and all 60 of them become Aryant. Okay? Now you all know what Aryant is, right? They know everything that there is to know. So one day, one of the person was walking by, and he was curious to know, okay, by what is there. So this guy was coming, and उनके पूछे तो कि सर मुके ही लगे तो कि आई मड़े जो को भी जाने जो है ये जाने गेड़ा है whatever there is to know, you know. Okay? And that guy said, the Korean Twai, कि yes, you are right. Now why I am telling you this thing? To me, same thing is there. Educated person should reflect that. सामे वालों कोई भी अचिंदो वे इनके खबर पे ही वही खपे है कि है मारू एजुकेट है. When he walks with education. When he talks with education. He presents himself as an educated person. You understand what I am trying to get that? I was going to ask that question to you, your student, current student, but I already told the answer because we are running late as a total show goes on. But the whole thing is for you to know is, so I'm not talking about academics or street smartness and all that thing. Okay, everybody else talked about, the jury also guided to them. But to me, you have to seek inside you to find out, are you an educated person or not? If not, what you should be doing. So you should know the qualities of an educated person. And strive to know that. That is one thing. And now I come to one of the things to me, I won't go into all qualities. You can always find out on a Googles and everywhere else. But one of the most important things of a quality of an educated person is namrata, humility, staying on the ground, regardless of what you have become. Those are some of the important qualities. And gratitude. Gratitude, krutagnata. Whatever you have got, you should be thankful for. You should be thankful for whatever you got up to now, and everybody and everywhere somebody has helped you, you should be gratitude. You should be thankful for that they have helped you. Okay? So that is to me is a very important quality of an educated person. And if he or she as an educated person helps others, don't expect anybody to say thank you. That should be the one for gratitude. And if you are an educated person, you have to develop that quality, and you should have that quality of gratitude. Now, why we are talking about gratitude, ethics today in our whole thing, and I have added the word expressed gratitude here, okay? Because Lex Jain and I have been working here in this field for last 20 years at least, and we have found, we have talked with so many students. We have given a loan, we have given educated counseling, we have organized this day with professionals and all kind of things. And we have given loans from KVO Seva Samaj or Matusri Manibai or DDKF and everywhere to many of the students. And you know how many of these students have paid back to all of this back? Most of them paid back the no interest loan. Most of them, I said 90%, 5% we may have to. So we have that quality of paying back in our society. However, less than 1% of them gave anything more than what they got. I समझाता हूँ करना चाहता हूँ कि पाके मिले हुआ है इनથી વધુ પાછો દેણો અન સંસ્થા કે કારણ કે પઠિયા જે છોકરે કે કામ અચિંતો ये express gratitude है. Students, are you listening to me? Not just enough. If I got a 1 lakh loan and I get back to that sanstha 1 lakh interest-free loan, fine, you did your job, but it's not enough. You should develop that compassion from inside that I want to give something more. So now I'm talking you that first you start earning the first time, first check you got, at least give to those sanstha, maybe 500 rupees. I don't say how much you give, but you should cultivate the habit of giving, not just taking. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now official duty as a secretary at KVO DDKF. Very, very thank you for all the students who participated, all the jury members who did their excellent job of guiding our students to the next level. Wonderful arrangement that is being made here, and I'm sure we'll get a wonderful dinner and opportunity that is awarded to you for interaction with each other. Networking, please do that and enjoy yourself the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.
And before that, Ji, Uncle Cha, gratitude pass on kariji jai, and this will be incomplete, so therefore, now I will call upon all the volunteers, otherwise he, joko mujo nalo gana jeto, I cannot do this without my soldiers. So, Adit, he's watching this. Adit, thank you. Adit Shah, he is currently doing MS Information Science from University of Pittsburgh. Arya Chheda, she is currently an intern at Deloitte. Devanshi Nitin Jitendra Shah, Gam Karagoga, please come on the stage. Khushbu Praful Dedia, she is in Jamnagar currently, but she has been helping in the back end every year for our statistical analysis. That's Khushbu. Mehak Ketan Chheda, Bidra, currently in Kandivali. She is pursuing her medicals at the GS Medical College. Devanshi is doing her final BTech in computer science at VJTI Matunga. Manali Gogri, is she here? Manali Gogri. She is currently pursuing her BA Psychology at Sophia's College. Wrinkle Kenya from Kapaya, currently in Borivali. She is the Regional Campaigns Manager for LogiNext, BTech in Electronics. Ronit Hitesh Shah, Gam Mota Laija, currently in Kopar Khainar. Second year BA Economics, St. Xavier's. Saloni Gala, Gam Kodai and from Ghatkopar. Second year BA Economics, St. Xavier's. Surbhi Gada, Gam Dedia from Nala Sopara. Third year BA Psychology from the Thakur Ramanan College of Arts and Commerce. Urmil Vora, Urmil. Gam Gelada, third year BTech Computer Science at KJ Somaya College. Yaksha Poladia, second year BTech from the Shah and Anchor College. Deepa Dharod from DDKF in the back end, silent observer and our support system. And any Maniji, super duper Captain Nehal Dedia. There is, yes. Please. No. Acha. So there is a question out there for you all. So you can choose to answer and then, yeah. So why and how did you get associated with DDKF and LNMA? और यार इतना टाइम कहाँ से लाते हो? I must tell you all, मुझे खबर है 3.5 कलाक first time मेरे थे 3.5 कलाक जो ऊपर event हुई है, but we save the best for the last, and I don't think I'll be able to even probably find words on how they are all super energetic, and though I'm very much desperate to say what I want to say, but no, I will not. अगर ही कोई भी from the first advertisement till today, and जो लोग network of their teamwork, their own there are new participants as well. અને છોકરીની સાથે જો કોઈ બી અસી experience કયો है. So at times, it's not good to tell the wrong or the bad things or the not motivating things. કારણ કે when their own colleagues, like they are all from different fields, but their own colleagues who are on the other side, who are as participants, at times are not sending a document or they have not completed the application and something or the other has been going on. And they have, at times, that's the age factor, but they have been more than patient, more than deserving to receive a continuous applause. And I thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. And he Captain Nehal. You have to be. He comes hello now. I must tell all volunteers who even desirous to come. See, it's not a fear factor here. But this is not easy to give your time for an activity which is not about them. It's all about you. And to understand that, it takes guts and it takes to remove from your liking your time to do what these volunteers are able to do. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. One for the किसी का तो experience का ये बात जो है वो अभी आंसर सुरभि और यक्षा आप देना. So I have, this is part and parcel of the whole training, internships, whatever you call. So please, I have the mic here. Yeah, one each for you. Why and how did you get associated with LNMA? Basically DDKF. And I put in a diwal chhane pondi. So please come forward. So, yeah.
So, good evening to all and everybody present over here. My name is Surabhi Gada. I have been a volunteer at DDKF since 2 years now. And I have attended as a volunteer for both offline and online events. And this experience has certainly taught me skills that would help me in my future. It made me more confident, efficient, and most importantly, it helped me how to work in a team. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Survi. Yaksha, first time, right?
Yes.
Okay, fear factor 2. Please come forward.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર મરીકે હું ખાલી એટલો જ ચહેલા માંગતી कि સૌથી પહેલાં તો હું બહુ ખુશનસીબ અહીંયા कि હું કચ્છી સમાજ में અહીંયા મૂકે સખેલા મળ્યો મૂકે એટલો જાણેલા મળ્યો મરીથી અને DDKF में જોઈન થઈ અહીંયા ત્યારથી મૂકે ગચ્છ મારે ચીજું સખેલા મળી આય હતે ટીમ વર્ક કરે જો કઈ રીતે મરી સાથે કમ્યુનિકેટ કરે મેં મૂકે જે ધ્રા લગતી વી સે ફાઇનલી અજ ઊંચાનો નીકળી ગયો ધ્રા એન્ડ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટલી હતે મરી સાથે ના બહુ ફ્રેન્ડલી નેચર રહ્યો હોય મૂ સાથે બહુ ફ્રેન્ડલી એક્સપિરિયન્સ રહ્યો હોય અતે એડો ના કે કોઈ સિનિયર આય કોઈ જુનિયર આય મારે હકડે સમાન અહીં હસી એન્ડ I'll just say one thing कि
It's okay. Take your time. Breathe. Yeah.
હું ही चाहींदी कि अॻियां वञीने बाक़ी मारे पण अचो कि डरो न कि हते कि मिस्टेक થઈ વઈ તો લોસીંદા કંઈદાડો ખીના તહેવારો એકદમ છેલ્લા હતે So thank you everyone at DDKF for believing in me.
Can I ask Lax Uncle Jain, Lax Uncle Kenya, Ajay Bhai to please give them their certificate from DDKF and honor them. And Dinesh Uncle, please, because Haji.
Sir, one thing to mention.
Acha, yes, sir, we can come.
A small thing. So we started the LNMA process in 2014.
14.
And Adit, who is not here.
He's online.
He is here, but not in person. So he was a participant in 2014. And after that, this is the first LNMA where he is not present in person. And Adit, we all are missing you. Your laughter. I think everybody can relate to that. So Adit has this very unique way how he laughs. And looking at him, even if we don't understand the joke, but looking at him, we can laugh for 30 minutes. So that is Adit for us. And Adit, thank you for your participation from US. Yeah, that is from... Yeah, he's constantly there on the group messaging ki ye baki hai.
So yeah, Adit, thank you for that from all the volunteers.
Yeah, one more little thing. Actually, a few more things. Sure, just 2 minutes. So, one of the reasons I got into volunteering was because of Adit and his huge network. That one day he just called me up कि कल event है, आजा, ज़रूरत है लोगों की, and I came in and I never went back. I never left. Yeah. And one thing that I think DDKF has given me a lot of things, as others say, that I've built my soft skills and everything. One thing that I would like to mention is that it has taught me ownership. So I've been volunteering for 4 years. At the beginning, I used to take only like, okay, you have to call up the participants, you have to do this, you have to do that. But there's a difference in being a part of an organization as an employee and as an owner. And I know like, you have to get work done anyhow. And that is what DDKF has taught me. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and that's the official end of our event today. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you. Please join us for dinner and the checks. They can't go without the checks, sir. The jury members are here. If there's anything to discuss together, we can discuss. And the cake cutting is going to happen there. The volunteers will guide you all over there. So please join us for dinner. The checks will be available to be picked up from the DDKF office on this ground floor on my left-hand side. Group photo, yes. Panke.